Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs.
Welcome, everybody. This is DERELL with DERELL the Rebirth. I'm also operating from DERELL, the Sectors TV, and DERELL Life Solutions. We're going to have a jam-packed evening today where I'm going to talk about basically open topic. You can talk about whatever you want. This is a late night live I decided to do just out the blue before I call it in for tonight. I've been kind of lazy over the weekend, man. I've been actually been very, very busy taking care of a lot of business. So I hadn't been able um to do content like I wanted to this weekend. I've been out shopping, out handling different responsibilities and so forth. Been watching the content in the sector. Sector been kind of dry today, but that's all good. You got stuff going on all during the week. So I'm talking about stuff. I've been watching shit in the Manosphere. I've been watching shit in the Black church sector. Been watching stuff in the Umar Johnson sector. So it's drama every goddamn where. But DERELL just trying to pace myself and kind of strategize what I want to talk about, when I want to talk about, and how I want to talk about it. But I'm going to talk about some things, and as you all listen to me and so forth, and as more people start to come in, we got 5 in the chat. Shout out to my brother, Poetic Flocka. He said, I started a Manosphere channel. Let's see how far it goes. I think you can do pretty well in the Manosphere. You want to do fully Manosphere content. There's definitely a need for new voices, particularly if you're young. There's a large young population of young men in the Manosphere between 18 and 25 years old. Actually, the brother to the right made a lot of money off of that demographic. His name is Umar. Me and Ramil actually have known each other. We've actually been on debates on O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. He's actually came on my channel a couple of times, which I will showcase a couple of videos in which Ramil came on my channel for debates. We debated things in regards to social justice. We debated stuff in regards to crazy ass pump and dump theory that he has and so forth. The brother basically sold his channel for $450 fucking dollars. Now, I was on some other channels, and I think I may have brought this up on my own channel, and I talked about, whether or not somebody should buy the channel or not. People were saying that that he sold the channel. I'm like, how the hell you go from selling a channel for $2,000, then some said $3,000, then they said $5,000. Everybody had their speculation of how much Ramil, that's the brother to the right, how much he sold the channel for. Flacco said what he did now. Well, he sold his channel to a lady by the name of Sister George, who I'm actually very cool with. I do support her channel. She has a show along with Concrete Rose called Femininity Breakdown. He sent out an email. He had over 7,000 subscribers, Poetic Flocka. He had over 7,000 subscribers. His live streams would be anywhere between 200 to 400. Sometimes he may get over 8. One particular live stream where he had Tommy Sotomayor beefing with the Manosphere over Kevin Sammy, that got over 1,000. So he does strong numbers. His streaming numbers are stronger than his sub count. Okay, that's a depth. His streaming numbers are stronger than his sub count because he should, in my opinion, he should have had more than that. I think that Ramil should have had 15 to 25,000 subscribers. I don't know how he was kind of stagnant. I know that Ramil sometime would stop doing videos and things like that to take care of business. He's in real estate and so forth. And then Swirl Zone said, I thought that channel was a moneymaker. I would see him get lots of cash apps. And yes, he did. That's true. None Swirl Zone. He did get a lot of cash apps, and his channel got demonetized this year. So he was getting mostly, I think his channel got demonetized probably, I want to say 3 to 5 months ago. And so all he was getting was PayPal and cash apps. Yes, and you're right. He was getting a lot. There were a lot of people giving him $20, $30, $50, even $100. He was even getting $100 cash apps. That's fact. Because I've seen that with my own eyes. Now, he was interviewed by my brother to the left named AM1. This is also a guy that I have interacted with in the past. I had to talk to him on a panel in a long time, but I'm very familiar with both parties. He's been doing interviews because everybody wants to know about his decision to sell the channel. What's up, DOD? He said, how does the Manosphere brother sell his channel to a woman? You see, that's the thing, man. The Manosphere is so duplicitous within their behavior, their decision-making. It has everybody scratching their head. But see, Ramil is a capitalist. Ramil is a businessman. Even though I didn't think he did good business, because I think his channel, even though I didn't think it was worth whatever, thousands of dollars, his channel was worth at least 1,000, at least 1K. At least 1K. Now, those people that were saying 2,000 or 5,000, I'm like, nah. But I do think his channel was worth was at least $1,000. I would have paid Ramil $1,000 for his channel. You see, what you're paying for is the subscribers. It's just another way of paying for subscribers, but you're paying for real subscribers. You're not paying for fake subscribers like people who go about using different, promotional services to obtain exposure and to obtain new viewers and new subscribers. It's really not a bad deal because you're basically paying $450 for about 7,000. I think you got about 7,500 subscribers. That's really not a bad idea. And the fact of the matter is that Ramil channel have similar subscribers as Sister George channel. They probably have about, of that 7,000, I'm going to say they have at least 1,500 to 2,000 of the same subscribers. So that's not a bad deal. It's really not. No Swirls on said, I listened to Sister George on another live stream Saturday morning. Yesterday, she said she's already made her investment money back. Win-win. Yeah, she did. You know what? You know how she made her money back? I'm gonna tell you how she made her money. Number one, she didn't put but $450 fucking dollars. So that's it. Also, the fact of when she went live, she probably got cashed out the amount of money. She probably received Cash Apps and PayPal over $450. She already made her money back when she went live on the channel called Women One, her Women's One channel. Some of the Negroes that were okay with Sister George, they donated. And there's a few women like Miss Sweet Melanie Speaks. She was in the chat too. She probably donated. And there are probably other women in the clouds that are really, really liking the boss move that Sister George made. And they donated too. But see, this speaks of the hypocrisy of the Manosphere. Because this Negro sent out a lengthy email to a lot of subscribers who wants to buy the channel. And these Negroes didn't give a fuck. Let me repeat that again. He sent an email to a bunch of Negroes to buy the channel, and they didn't give a shit. Now, I'm going to tell him he shouldn't have, he should have announced that he wanted to sell the channel, and anybody that wants to buy the channel could email him and bid. Instead of giving, see what he thought. He thought people that he was cool with, people he socialized with, people he fraternized with online, they was like, oh, we're going to do anything to maintain this channel. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Probably 90% of Ramil's subscribers don't like me. I am not well liked in the Manosphere. Okay? So, but I still would have bought the channel. Now, what I would have done is I would have not done the type of content that I create on my own channels. I would have created red pill content. I would have posted reviews of other shit going on in the Manosphere. What's up, Bullet Gotti Show? I saw you the other day on Flacco channel. Shout out to you, brother. I would have done, because a lot of niggas don't like me, and I don't give a fuck, and they know I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, he's doing an interview right now on Prophet of Thought series right now. He probably left by now because Prophet of Thought been live for about 3-4 hours with Ramil, and you got all these Negroes that decide, like J.I. dumbass, saying he up there crying like a little bitch. Man, when I found out Sister George about the channel, I unsubscribed. And then they had other niggas. They had other Negroes in the chat in Prophet of Thought series. Man, when I found out niggas, stop it. Like you ain't never seen a woman on a Manosphere channel before. Stop. What's up, Honeybee? How you doing, Queen? What's up, Bullet Gotti? It's my first time seeing you in there, Bullet Gotti. What's up, None Swirls on? He said these women are organized, making money moves in the manosphere. Sister George and Jessica X. I think Ramil just needed some 911 money. I don't know what the fuck Ramil needed, but all I do know, if he needed some 911 money, nigga, then you ain't the businessman that you claim you are. That's all I'm saying. If you was that desperate where you needed $450 that quick, nigga, I could have gave you that. And I don't really fuck with none of your content because that shit is stupid. That pump and dumb bullshit, this nigga know he don't really believe in none of that shit. He may sit there. I know that nigga was a pimp. That nigga got a shiesty ass pass and criminal record. You know, I ain't gonna even make that point a point of emphasis for tonight, but that shit is true. Ramil makes some dumbass points about a lot of shit. Me and him have debated on O'Shea's channel. He came on my channel. We were debating about the George Floyd situation, and then we also debated about stuff that was going on in Houston and Dallas and so forth. You know, we was cool, we was cordial. We just didn't fuck with each other, and that's fine. I mean, there's a lot of Negroes in the Manosphere I didn't fuck with. I mean, so that's and like, you know, None Swirls on, you know this shit. For those that's listening, DOD know this too. I mean, I am not a popular figure. Okay, I became popular. I became known in the Manosphere by debating SYSBM. That's how I became known by like, I was the nigga known for saying dirty feet bitches, dirty feet foreign bitches, and it made a lot of people mad. I was the Negro that made fun of Fantastic with them sipping on them goddamn dirty looking ass Colombians with Marco Grande. You know, made Game Changer mad, made everybody mad because I was shitting on foreign women that don't look no better than the women in America. And these Negroes go there spending all their money on average at best looking women just because they can give up their ass quick. Nigga, I'm not flying no thousands of miles just to get some ass. I'm sorry. But that's what incels do. Now, Ramil was on this pump and dump shit. That's the nigga to the right. He was on that pump and dump shit. He was on this shit about niggas need to practice the pump and dump. Nigga, no, nigga, if you want people to get put on child support, you want people to be creating, you know, more fatherless households, no marriage. I'm like, stop with the cap, man. But see, the Manosphere entertains shit like this. The Manosphere entertains bullshit like the shit that Ramil. See, I'm not willing to say dumb shit for cash apps. Ramil was. There's a lot of other Negroes that's willing to say dumb shit for cash apps. And I really think Ramil meant that because he was a pimp. This nigga was pimping hoes. I mean, we cool and everything. I ain't got no problems with him, but the facts is the fact. I wish the brother the best, but the facts is the fact nigga was pimping women. Nigga went to jail for pimping. Then Sinful the P told him he wasn't a real pimp. This nigga sold, I mean, I was saying the channel wasn't worth shit, which I really don't, but it's worth more than $450. But this nigga could have announced on his channel, I'm selling the channel, I'm auctioning it out, who wants to buy? That means you want to send it. He made the mistake of only limited to people that he fuck with in the Manosphere. That was his mistake. He should have put the shit out on the open market and people would have bid it for that damn channel. I would have even put a bid in because that's 70, and he lost some subscribers. He lost about I think some people said he lost about 300 people unsub, somewhere around 300 or 400 people unsubscribed. So what? It's no different. Let me tell you something. What transpired is no different than having a glorified, extensive email listing in which multiple people share. Matter of fact, for those that don't know Mr. Research, Q, he was trying to set up something where we were going to do an email list. We were going to combine all of our extensive email lists, his email list, my email list, different content creators. Put all our emails, put all of our emails of other people in an email list. And when anybody goes live, everybody gets an email. This is a way of improving your subs. And this is also a way, particularly live streams, whether somebody rocks with your channel or not, you have an email listing of other people who going to try to rock with your channel. And we were going to get a person to pay a few $100s a month to manage it. Well, Sister George said, to hell with all that. She took away the middleman. She basically bought subscribers. For those that want to stay, they're going to stay. Those that don't want to stay, their ass is going to leave. But she bought subscribers for a channel that was owned by somebody else. That's all that happened. In a nutshell. She bought a channel. She bought the channel, and now she can do whatever she wants. And these Negroes can't say nothing because they didn't buy the damn channel. They didn't buy the goddamn channel. And that's the facts. These Negroes couldn't find it within themselves to buy a channel that was a lucrative channel based on who was the person at the helm, which was Ramil. This Negro had a channel. The channel actually has 7,250 plus subscribers. It was actually more than that. He lost about 300 or 400 subscribers. But this is the decision that he made. This is the decision that Ramil decided. I mean, he was already saying he didn't know how long he was going to be in the space. I don't think he really enjoyed YouTube all that much. I think he liked, doing it a little bit. But he even said himself, he got tired of the same thing over and over and over. And I get that shit. Because I've been in this space a long ass time and I'm tired of it. I want y'all to listen to this song he made.
I told you, child support. I pay child support every month. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. Child support. Hey, man, if it's that bad, man, I told you. Walmart is always high. I ain't trying to get all that shit, man. I'm ready to fuck up with that.
Hey, yo, man, what you doing over there?
Hey, you know me, man, just, sitting on the couch. Well, now I'm on the bench, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you ain't saying nothing before the word. I gotta go, bitch. Oh, shit.
This is him in the car.
Hey, man. Shit, you know what I do for a living.
I know, man. But we gonna pump it down today.
Damn right. Goddamn, fuck this shit. Pump it up in these bitches.
Look how he dancing.
Let's get it. Pump and dumping these bitches.
Woo.
Pump and dumping these hoes.
What?
Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches.
This some weird ass shit, man.
Pump and dumping these bitches.
Ain't got no women in the. You pumping and dumping these bitches ain't got no women in the video.
Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes.
Hit the bitch once, don't call her back. Hit the bitch once, now calling back. She going to my phone, I tell her I ain't home. I ain't tryna tell her that the hair was whack. Bitch get mad, I fuck around, get smacked. I ain't really tryna go through all that. You say you want the truth, but I know that's catfish. I'm an OG, don't fall for the trap. Talk me back and get dropped. Raise the voice, the bitch block. Think you the only baddie out here that shooting shots, bitch stop. I ain't like these simp niggas that open doors and wanna hold your hand. I'ma be the side dude inside you, see back to your man. Hoes say that I'm toxic. No, bitch, you niggas lost it. Lame niggas gassing up your head. I don't like pics, you get dick instead. Look
at the chick, the little skinny ass bitch twerking.
So many hoes can't worry about one. So I'm pumping dumb hoes, yeah, one of dumb hoes, yeah.
Pumping dumping these bitches.
About to kill Coco Cuties.
Pumping dumping these bitches.
Whoa.
You know how the shit goes.
Look at the little stiff ass dance they do.
Pumping dumping these hoes. Pumping dumping these bitches.
They stiff
you know
as
how
fuck.
that shit goes. Pumping dumping these bitches.
Huh?
Pumping dumping these hoes. Pumping dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pumping dumping these bitches. Pumping dumping these hoes. Pumping dumping these bitches. You know
That
how
nigga did
shit
two scenes where he
goes.
got the same pants on. He just changed the shirt.
Pumping dumping these hoes. I don't give a fuck about nan, bitch. These simps are the ones you control. Simping forces, son husbands, blue pill, the sideline haters. You wanna talk, I'll see you later. I don't wear a case so I can save ya or date ya. So what's going on? I'm coming to you.
That stiff ass dance.
Don't get down like that with the fuck you rat, then trip, bitch. I'm staying home. But here's the kicker. She wanna ask for dough like I'm one of them niggas. I ain't got shit. Walmart's always high hoes.
Yeah, nuts words on. I could have made that shit
I ain't
fire.
got time for that fuckery. I don't play games, I stay sucker free. I'm Mr. Palmer, better recognize me. I know you get down, you belong to the streets. Stop playing games, how to sell event. Saying your body count is irrelevant. Man, you were just an embarrassment. Another pump and dump, baby mama Terry. Pump and dumping these bitches.
What?
Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches.
What?
Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes.
That's this nigga. This nigga, man. This nigga sold that channel for $450. This nigga was saying pump and dump them. Y'all want to hear it again? Hold on, man. Y'all liking this shit. Hold on. Let me play this shit one more time. Pumping, dumping these bitches. We pumping and dumping these hoes.
I find space for what I treasure. I
told your ass out. Hey, you know me, man. Oh, shit. Goddamn. Yeah.
We pumping and dumping these bitches.
Mr. Pump.
Hey, yo. What's up, Propane Oak Lane?
Let's get it. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes.
Yeah.
Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes.
What?
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes.
Where the bitches at?
Pump and dumping these bitches.
I don't see no bitches in the video.
You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes.
Where they at?
Pump and dumping these bitches.
I don't see them.
You know how the shit goes.
Nah, I don't.
Pump and dumping these bitches.
What?
Pump and dumping these hoes.
Where they at?
Pump and dumping these bitches.
All I see is niggas in the video. Two niggas.
Hit the bitch once, don't call her back. Hit the bitch once, now calling back. She going to my phone, I tell her I ain't home. I ain't tryna tell her that the hair was whack. Bitch get mad, I fuck around, get smacked. I ain't really tryna go through all that. Say you want the truth, but I know that's catfish. I'm an OG, don't fall for the trap. Talk me back and get dropped. Raise the voice, the bitch block. Think you the only baddie out here that shooting shots, bitch stop.
Nah.
I ain't like these simp niggas that open doors and wanna hold your hand.
Can't even open up the doors and hold their hand.
Hoes
Really?
say that I'm toxic. Nah, bitch, these niggas lost it. Lame niggas gassing up your head. I don't like pics, you get dick instead.
Look at her twerking, a little bit of ass chick. She got no ass.
In the friend zone. So many hoes can't worry about one. So I pump a dumb hoes, yeah. One of dumb hoes, yeah.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these.
This shit corny as fuck.
Pump and dumping these bitches.
Look how stiff the running. Look how stiff they pumping.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes.
No.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. I don't give a fuck about nan, bitch. These sips are the ones you control. Sipping forces. Sun huggers, blue pill, the sideline haters. You wanna talk?
Blue pill, sideline haters. Are you serious?
I can save ya or date ya. So what's going on? I'm coming to your home looking for some stone. You don't get down like that with the fucking rat, then trick, bitch. I'm staying home. But here's the kicker: she wanna ask for dough like I'm one of them niggas. I ain't got shit. Walmart's always high host. You better find your ass some business. I ain't got time for that fuckery. I don't play games. I stay sucker free. Mr. Palmer better recognize me. I know you get down, you belong to the streets.
What?
Stop playing games, how to sell event. Saying your body count is irrelevant. Man, you were just an embarrassment. Another pump and dump, baby mama Terry. Pump and dump these
I'm
bitches.
sorry, Mr. Palmer. I don't see you pumping nothing. I don't see you pumping shit.
These bitches. You know how the shit goes.
Nigga, stop.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping.
Man, that shit stiff as fuck.
Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit goes.
That niggas, those squirrels all say, damn Ramil dancing stiff. These niggas stiff as fuck. They pumping and dumping, huh? That's the dumb shit Ramil was doing. See, Ramil young, man. Ramil like, fucking 20, I don't know, maybe 30 or some shit. I don't know, man. But the bottom line is this, man. I don't really fuck with Ramil like that. Don't really care to. But this shit is funny as fuck. This shit is really funny as fuck that it shows the stupidity of the manosphere. Well, y'all let niggas like Ramil make money. Like, this nigga made a lot of money in the manosphere. And I really think it's some other shit that he got going on that he felt like he can no longer do this shit. Then he was also stating that it's the same shit over and over, which he already knew that. Nigga, you knew they was talking about the same shit over and over. You was promoting the same shit. Them same niggas was going on your panels during Corona. Every fucking day. You the same nigga when I was on BMT channel talking about kicking a bitch in the ass. Fuck a bitch up. Nigga was saying shit like that. Dumbass shit, man. Like, these niggas, like, they say all this reckless shit for views, man. I can't respect that. I can't. Now I'm going to send the link up for anybody that want to come up. Shout out to Sister George. She made her little move. She got 7,250 plus subscribers for $450. Of that 7,000, I'm going to say at least 1,500 to 2,000 are people that's probably subscribed to her. And then she going to make it do what it do. I don't know what plan she got for it, but I'm pretty sure she's thinking about it. Like she said, she already made her little money back. Okay, she made her money back. Now you're going to be on the plus side. Let's see what happened. Now I also know, Ramil had a little beef with my little nephew O'Shea, Duke Jackson. They had a little squirmish going on. I don't know what that was about. No Swirl Zone said, D, you think if Ramil was tired, he could have gotten a co-host, female or male? I I think he didn't really care, man. Like when I listened to him, None Swirls on Profit of Thought, he just came across as like he just tired of the space, man. He really, it's really like there's a lot of guys in there he really didn't want to fuck with that he was just fucking with because he knew that they carried subscribers. And I think that's all he was doing. I don't think he liked a lot of people in this space. I really don't. I really don't. You know, I really don't think he really liked some of those guys. I just think that he just did what he was doing, because he was making money, and then he was seen upon as being one of the leaders of the quote unquote 3.0 Manosphere stream team, like my little nephew talked about. And so when you look at 3.0, people think of Bernard Riley, Mr. Fantastic, and Ramil. People also think about Jessica X. And then you also, like people like that, which is a female, and so on, man. That's who people. Then you also look at people like, to say like, what's that guy? It's just like the Roger Report and Dennis Sperling and all these other different guys. The leader, these are the new age people that came about. Game Changer. Those are 3.0 Negroes. What's up, Chaos Rain?
Game Changer been doing content before any different version of Manosphere. I hope you're aware of that. Okay. What's good, man?
I'm good, man. What's up with you, brother?
I have no idea. What's the scoop, man? Did Ramil was on the Prophet Thought tonight? Is it over?
Yeah. He was talking about leaving the sector, all the things that consist of him making that decision. He talked about, Sister George did an interview with forgot the lady name that does the trucking stuff, and said she bought it for $450.
His 7K subscriber channel.
Yes.
For what? How much again?
$450.
Nah, man, she's lying. Ramil not gonna sell his shit for that cheap. Oh no, no.
People thought he sold it for $2,000 to $3,000. She bought it for $450. She said when she went live yesterday, she made her money back. She made her money back in that one live stream.
Yeah, but the Ramil confirmed that's how much he sold his shit.
Yes.
Mm.
And yes, she was on Erica Williams today. She interviewed Erica Williams and said that she bought the channel for $450.
That's not money.
What?
That's not no money.
That's nothing. But check this. These so-called Negroes in the Manosphere that worry so much about black male rights and shit, he tried to offer them to buy the shit and they all turned it down.
But I guarantee he did not charge them the price he charged Sister George.
They don't know. It was probably cheaper.
Like how cheap?
Shit, it was cheaper than $200. She ended up buying it for $450.
So you tell me if he was selling it for the males in the space, he would charge them $250?
I don't know what he charged, man, but the thing about it ended up being $450.
That's why I find that very fishy, because what I've heard that he was not selling to any other man in the space. He went straight and sold to the woman.
No, he sent an email out to men that he knew, people in the space, and nobody returned to want to buy it.
Well, if he was selling it for that cheap, I would possibly, if it was that cheap, I would have looked into possibly buying it.
Right.
Now I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but like I said, because I am growing my main channel, it wouldn't hurt to have another channel just in case. You get me?
$450, man.
Now, if that's how much he really does sell, and I'm gonna take your word for it since he admit that, and he was selling to the space for less. I'm thinking for a subscriber that he built up for the past year and a half, maybe 2, that let's be honest, and nowadays it's not easy to grow a channel from 0 to almost close to 10K like that. Some content creators have able to do it, but majority content creators, if you're able to get close to 10K subscribers in less than 2 years, you're doing something. You get me?
Right.
But if he was selling it for that cheap, I would expect that he would sell if for 7K subscribers, which can be monetized, because if you look at how many people watch this shit, that is actually a monetized channel.
No, but it's not. The channel is actually not monetized. They took this monetization away about 3 or 4 months ago.
Did they?
Yeah, because of but she said that this month, I think this month or next month, she'll be eligible for monetization.
No, because what I'm saying is this. Because YouTube has not stepped in yet. Now I'm gonna tell people this ahead of time. They have put out, and I'm not sure if it's put in effect. They were just going to start putting commercial on people's channels, regardless if they're monetized or not. They even go as far as if you are demonetized for whatever reason, most likely 9 10 times you can't be eligible again for monetization on that channel. You have to create a new channel. So if she's able to get monetization of a channel that's being demonetized, to be honest with you, YouTube is fucking lying. They put that out there to scare people, where they want people to be on the straight and narrow path so they don't get demonetized. But there's no way hell that the same account from the same name, regardless of change name or not, is the same account with all those videos and stuff that they already know what the video and the channel is about. Removing that and just put up new videos, they already know what account it is, why it was ineligible. So if YouTube is telling the content creators that I could get you back to monetization, but you're gonna have to scrub and wash away all what's on your content right on your channel. That's the message I'm getting.
But see, that to me, I find that as a strategic mistake because I want if I'm buying a YouTube channel, I want the videos.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I can't hear anything on my phone.
That's what I want, the videos. You get me, DERELL? Because the videos are the ones that get the views. That people went and subscribed and watched the videos, especially watch time. You know how many watch time Ramil got? Sometimes when he goes live on YouTube, he's getting almost close to half a thousand people watching his videos.
Right. So
wouldn't it make sense to say, okay, you demonetize me, cool. Now I bought his channel. I could start from fresh. I would like to now put in some fresh new videos, right? But still able to get eligible, and eventually still I can go back to the videos that are not too controversial and get them monetized, because I'm giving a different outlook for their algorithm with some new shit. You get me? Well, that's not how it works on YouTube. And I was listening to KS stream, and he said best personally that people gotta really understand the algorithm and your analytics to understand how you're gonna operate on YouTube.
Damn, Expose the Manosphere went out.
It'll come back.
So I want to say this, Chaos. When she purchased it, she lost 600 subscribers.
It don't matter.
When she purchased on December the 8th, there were 7,838. Now you got 7,250. So she lost 600 subscribers.
It doesn't matter. And this is why I say it doesn't matter. And I always concerned that people go unsubscribe. But when I think about people that are subscribed to our content, bro, I'm going to keep a heads up. They're not real subscribers. And a person that watches your junk will know that you're acting and putting out stuff on your YouTube channel. The more people you have that subscribe to your channel, I guarantee more than half on the average is not going to watch your junk while it's live or playback. So those people are just wandering subscribers that sit back and put it on the side of their PC of when they know who's going live, who's not. They get notifications, but they don't actively click on to the videos. So YouTube is not going to just remove you. They're going to keep you there because you are a loyal subscriber. That's the beautiful thing about YouTube. How you subscribe to the channel, they're not gonna purge people that's not watching junk because they subscribe to the channel. They let them stay as is, and they do two things. Depending what your subscriber is to the channel, they can either let you lay there and not click on any videos, or if you select a certain notification, they'll notice that you're not active support or a person that's fully into the person's subscriber to his channel. They will automatically unsubscribe you. That's what we call the purge. You get me?
Right.
Now, 9 times this doesn't happen because YouTube, with their algorithm and their bots, they're not going to constantly just purge people like that, because we got almost 2.some billion users, and nearly half of those are content creators that make channels. They're not going to have time to purge everybody. You get me? So when people tell me say they're doing a purge, they're only doing a purge to what it's able to purge certain people off your channel. They can't purge billions of people that don't watch your shit. That's how the bots work. They're only going to purge a few people that subscribe to your channel, depending if they're actual subscribers or not. They'll do that, but they're not going to do it for every audience.
Right.
So with her with 7K subscribers on Ramil's channel, yeah, some people that do watch real shit, let's keep real, most of them will unsubscribe. But the majority that's actually subscribed to the channel, they don't watch the shit, so they're not going to unsubscribe. They're going to come in and notice that there's a new videos on a unsuspected channel that they know they subscribe to, but they won't know it's Ramil's because she changed the thumbnail, the name, and no one will know.
Right. So
that's the good thing about YouTube. That
right.
And so, now it makes me think that if that's how much buying the channel is worth, that's some people that instead of working hard to build a channel, that would be nice to look into.
Right.
Because right now it's getting really hectic right here just to get a channel. And let's be honest, a lot of people that's trying to build a channel from scratch, I would tell people many times, I would advise that if people are selling this shit just like that.
Right. What's up, Exposed?
Oh, hey, how you doing? You can hear me?
Yes. What do you think about the issue at hand about the?
Okay. Yeah, I just hopped on because I was trying to upload a video before I went to bed. But yeah, I kind of disagreed because personally, I wouldn't pay a penny for a channel because the way YouTube function, channels are really like, personality. I don't want to say personality codes, but people are attracted to the personality of the content creator. So while the person might maintain some subscribers, and given the fact that, over time, as you grow, your subscriber base don't watch your content as much as they used to, it's likely that most of the subscribers are going to just fall off and not watch the content anymore. So I don't really see the long-term benefits.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. How many subscribers have on your channel, Exposed?
3,600.
And you built it from the ground up, correct?
Scratch. Yep.
And your videos are composed of reactionaries of other Manosphere content, correct?
More commentary.
That's reactionary.
Okay, well, I watch reaction channels. They usually tend to play the video, then they just talk about it, where I just kind of talk about thematic. I kind of take a thematic approach.
Yeah, be careful of that moving forward in 2022 and beyond. Because right now, there's a dispute right now with, as you know, what's going on YouTube, with certain people abusing certain the system on YouTube in regards people.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. That's interesting.
I'm giving heads right now, and I'm not saying stop what you're doing because I'm not sure I'm subscribed to your channel. So I don't know really how far you take your content, but I'm telling you right now, for the better part moving forward, you want to start mixing it up a little bit, regardless you're trying to get the views. Because now this might be a problem moving forward, because what these dudes are doing, I'm not saying names, please don't say names, that it's going to have to make YouTube, because they already changed the terms of service, they're going to start looking at this. You get me? And I want to that's along now that they think that they're not bothered. Well, let's say now, because this is going to be an issue with bigger content creators attacking large content creators, it's going to affect people that's not large content creators that's trying to start their channel in that direction, doing just that. You get me? So just keep in mind.
Okay. I mean, the way I make content, I never got a copyright claim or strike.
I'm not talking about copyright. I'm saying in the near future, you want to mix it up a little bit. If that's where your base of your channel is, majority is, I would say you're going to have to mix up a little bit. That's all. I'm not saying stop what you're doing, but just keep a heads up. Again, because there's a dispute right now with this, and people are abusing the system. So you know that right now.
That's an old issue actually. So that's not new.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it's new or old, but like anything, because YouTube is a business, and DERELL knows it better than me, that they're here to make money. And when we put our video on their platform, there is the opportunity for them to make money, and we're lucky if we even see a penny if we choose to. You get me? And if there's a problem that most people that are making YouTube money and they're abusing certain parts of the system for the long term, they're going to have to start restructure their terms and service. They do this every fourth quarter to see how many people are making content on YouTube, what they're doing, and what is the biggest issue, because they always look back on how they can improve the system and what things they're going to allow and not allow no more. You get me? And not only they do this now, they're competing now because they're now put in called YouTube Short, like TikTok. So people that make content on TikTok are now having dispute now with people using the TikTok now as content for YouTube. So I'm just giving a heads up. That's all.
Right, I get you. Well, I mean, my thing is that I kind of am in agreement with Expose in regards to the value of a YouTube channel. And people watch channels to look at the content creator. I'm going to be curious of how she's going to change this and what her model is going to be like to kind of keep those people interested. She's already lost 600 subscribers in 4 days.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for right now, but she went.
Yeah, those are like loyal subscribers though, so that's pretty concerning.
Yeah,
no, it's not, because like I said before, most people that are subscribed to people's content, they're not gonna always catch back and watch most of these videos people do, especially doing just only live streams. They only catch that. And regardless of if she doing live streams again and it's just her alone and Sister Joy's moving over to that bigger channel, it depends on the audience. And 9 times time, most people that watch and they notice is different, they'll pay attention to it because they'll notice it when they pop up and they notice if they're subscribed to the channel. But most times, 9 times time, they're gonna look at other stuff that's deal with Manosphere related stuff. And if they notice that there's a woman that they subscribe to and they don't like, automatically they just go unsubscribe. But like I said, most content creators, people that watch our content, they're not watching every video that we put out here. I'm just keeping it real.
I mean, that's any YouTube channel.
Yeah, any YouTube channel. Correct. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Well, I'm like this, man. Like it is definitely, this topic has been the talk of a lot of channels and so forth. I don't know if he's still interviewing, but it sounds like to me he felt like he kind of grew tired of doing content in the Manosphere.
I can't blame him because I'm definitely not going to continue this for a long time.
Right.
A lot of the topics are pretty frivolous, so, and it's really circular. So I only have like 2 major video projects, and that's really it. One is done. I just had to take a pause because my video editing software wasn't working properly when it got upgraded.
What software you use to do your
Adobe.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, I think people are speculating whether or not there are going to be other people who are going to sell their channels and so forth. I mean, I get it. He had set. I mean, to me, I'm looking at it like this. I don't think his channel was big enough to sell it off. I'm thinking to get the real value, you want somebody that got like 50, 30, 40, 50,000 plus. If you really want to do, trying to get a large subscriber or email base, that would be worth it. But hey, to each his own. I mean, that's what he wanted. That's what he signed up for. So,
okay, I've seen YouTube channels with like almost 100,000 subscribers, and I get more views than they do. And primarily because they change their content. And usually, if you do that, it's best to just make a different channel than to just change your content. Do a 180 on your channel.
Yeah. Well, my thing with people that have multiple channels, you always got to be consistent when you create a channel. What is the purpose of this channel, this set channel, and stay with it. And if you want to change up, create another channel for that, and have the people that's loyal. If you have a loyal base, to subscribe to the backup channels. That's how normally it plays out. If you're just doing a set content on this side, you want to keep it consistent because you're gonna fool the algorithm on your channel. I know some people that be mixing up on the one channel, and you're not supposed to do that because it messes with the algorithm badly. So you gotta be consistent overall.
Right. What's up, brother? Speak.
Hey, what's up, DERELL?
What's going on? What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, I saw the topic. Man, I wish I would have got that email. I would have bought it.
With no telling how many people. We don't even know how many people you emailed, but it couldn't have been. I would like to know the legitimacy of that email listing because it's very difficult for me to believe not one person chose not. I mean, I'm not surprised, but he should have opened that up to anybody in the sector, not just people that he had emails. Their email.
Yeah. And it's funny because I know a city did content on it, said they do it all the time, and it's something new to me. But if he was selling his channel, it should be to every man throughout the sector. And I don't think he can do that, DERELL. I think he selected a few ones that, in his mind, that he was close to or possibly that he might think will buy it. Well, if you're selling it for that cheap, somebody in the sector would have bought it. To be fair and honest with you. Right. I wouldn't believe that there's only a few, and I know some men did content said these dudes didn't want to buy it. I said, which dudes? If you remember, some of these dudes, number one, did not know people could sell their channels like that. And number two, did he sell to every black man in the space? Answer is no. Because if one woman bought it, that tells me majority of these dudes, if he asked him who did he try to sell to, he'll keep it honest, only a few people in the master. He didn't sell to anybody, to everybody.
Well, I think it was probably to certain people that he interacted with before that he's like close to. Like you said, I don't think it was really to everybody because not everybody would have done anything with that channel. He probably would have brought it to ruin. So
right.
So I think he just chose people who are actually content creators who can actually either improve it or at the very least, do something to help their channels, I guess. So I just think that not everybody should have been privy to it anyway. So, but I know if I got the email, I would have bought it because I can.
Yeah.
I mean,
that would have been instant. You have a community tab just that quick.
Yeah.
And you're right. He had a community tab. I was surprised he didn't put the word. Well, depending if you subscribe to the channel, you would notice it because sometimes you're not going to find a community tab of that and it pop up on your algorithm on YouTube because if you're not subscribed to his channel, you're not going to know what's being put out in the community tab like that on the average. I could be wrong. Right. That's what I've noticed. Well, a lot of people that have community tabs, if I'm not subscribing or I'm not watching their channel enough, I will not get it through the algorithm, especially on my either my phone or my laptop, one or the other. Right. Very rare you catch it.
Right. What's up, Faye?
Hey, what's up, DERELL? Chaos
Good to see you up on the panel. Yeah. What's going on? I saw you went live. I went live today or yesterday?
I just did a live about an hour ago.
Yeah, it was live today. Yeah, I saw the replay of it.
Yeah, I was talking about this very thing at the beginning of my live. Right. I don't know what the value would be of buying somebody else's YouTube channel. Can somebody explain this to me?
Well, what I've noticed, because this is new to me as well, Faith, that because this has been going on for years now that no one has ever paid attention to, that they will sell it just in case. Let's say you don't know what you're doing on YouTube and you don't want to go for the hassle of starting the channel from scratch, right? Which can be difficult. You could buy somebody's existing YouTube channel that has over 1,000 subscribers, watch time, etc. And you could possibly, if you brand it properly, you can monetize that with a bigger audience. You get me?
So
it's like cheating in a way.
So Faye, basically, this was something I think. Remember when we were doing the Black Balance Network thing? Something that like what we were discussing, or like at least BMT discussed this. to me, it's like a glorified email list of people. Like, say for instance, if we all got together and we had our own email list of people that we communicate with online, and we all grouped them all together into one pot, and whenever we all go live, everybody gets a notification from our email when we go live. And so what she bought basically was 7,000 subscribers that whenever she goes live, they're gonna know her content. If that makes sense.
Okay, well, that's fine and everything, but when you get to somebody's channel, the people are subscribed to that channel because of the original content creator. So some people might not, like the fact that the channel is under new management.
Facts. That's true. That is.
Yeah, but here's the problem, Faith. Majority of people that subscribe that has more than, let's say, 2 to 5K subscribers, 9 times they're not gonna notice the channel has crossover because most of them don't keep up with the content. To be fair,
but that's only if the channel didn't have a face to it. I could understand that if the person that had the channel previously never put their face to it. But Ramil has put his face to that channel, and his face is his brand. So if they see somebody else's face on that channel, they're not gonna really want something like that.
But you have to understand, Faith, and I had to agree with Erica Williams because she did content with Sis George, and how she look at it is when you rebrand something, 9 tenths of people, depending, people are really loyal to the content, and we gotta test this. And I know most people that subscribe to bigger channels or channels that's become big, they're not gonna notice that there's a change over the content, especially if they're watching. Unless they're watching Red Pill stuff.
If there wasn't a face to the channel. And see, I've been up looking this stuff up, and I'm sitting up here like most people that have done this. What Sister George is doing, they have bought channels that didn't have faces to the brand, so they go and take over the channel, and they just do like voiceovers, or they just do videos without no face on it. That works for those types of channels. But when you have a channel that somebody has put their face on, and their face is their brand, it doesn't work with those channels typically, is what I've been reading.
I get you. You're reading this, but I'm telling you how the consumer goes. And trust me, they know that.
Based off of what? Because I've done the research. What are you basing yours off of?
This is what Erica, and I'm gonna go back to the channel, but this is how I look at it.
What did Erica base her research off of?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that because I follow channels with millions of subscribers. I've seen them fall off when they rebranded.
She's actually a marketer. This is her thing. This is what she does.
I mean, I respect Erica, and I think she's a good businesswoman in the trucking field and everything like that. But
no, she does more than trucking. She does more than trucking.
She does more than trucking. Yes, I understand that, but I'm sorry. I don't see where the credential is with this right here, because I'm getting this from people who are experts in YouTube seeing this.
So go ahead. Somebody went.
Go ahead. I will say this because I subscribe to Erica. I know what she does to a degree.
But I'm subscribed to Erica too. I know that she's done more than just the trucking. But I'm a truck driver, so I watched her for the trucking thing. But I'm telling you, man.
I know, but
if you look at it and take the starstruckedness out of your system when you're thinking about these things. I'm starstruck with Erica's credentials too, but I got to also utilize common sense as well.
Well, my thing is this, because it's not based on Erica, because we're going to be on the topic about the channel. Now, you say that when people know that we're under new construction, people are going to not like it and unsubscribe. Okay. Like I said,
they already unsubscribed.
Yeah, right. Hold on. They're subscribed, but it's not like she's losing thousands subscribers. Now,
she lost 604 days.
Listen. Are you listening? I said we shall see. Now, once she rebrands and she keeps the subscriber count present, I will say, okay, the people that were loyal to Ramil, they go once they see her go live with this channel, rebrand it, and they notice that there's something different in their algorithm. if it's not Ramil, then obviously yes, they're gonna start subscribing in the thousands. Until I see that, I cannot confirm that. Well, usually when people rebrand and people not paying attention to the channel, which most people that watch YouTube don't normally do on the average, they won't notice it. But we shall see. That's all I'm gonna say.
It doesn't
But
matter
they
if they
eventually
don't
will
notice if they don't watch.
Yeah, they eventually will notice it. It might not be immediately, but it'll eventually happen.
I think they're gonna notice if they don't see Ramil on there.
Exactly. And they already was crying. To FYI, on Teapot channel today, Ramil was interviewed, and you had Negroes like J.I. and Stoic One and all these other incels crying about, when I found out, I immediately unsubscribed. They were all in the chat talking about when they saw her face and her voice, they immediately unsubscribed.
Well, that would be that they were there for him instead of for the content. Because if she
that's what
keeps
everybody
the
does
content,
on YouTube.
yeah, but if she keeps the content the same,
but how's she gonna keep the content the same? Ramil talk about pump and dump and pimping and all this other stuff.
But you also talk about business as well. It's not just the pump
I
and
don't
dump.
think they was there for the business.
No. On average, most of them out here know how to get at the chicks. You know what I'm saying? And his message more rings to me because a lot of them are trying to get the coochie for less. So
Man,
yeah,
did you see them Coco cuties women? Stop it. Stop chaos. Stop it.
Do you hear what I said, either? I said
Ramil wasn't doing it like that. He wasn't. Ramil was not.
What he was not doing,
well received for the stuff he was doing. I mean, he was entertaining. He was saying a lot of crazy shit that they like to hear. But come on, let's not.
Brother, listen. They say this man has digital marketing when he's selling digital real estate. Okay, let's say he does it. All right. You think most people that subscribe to this man's channel are focusing on real estate and all this other shit? Let's be honest.
No, they wasn't.
They come here and say, I want to know about you talking about fucking these hoes. BITCH. That's where they come for that. You get me? That's it.
I hear what you're saying, man, but in regards to the channel itself,
hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry, D.
Like Sister George does they kind of do red pill content. I mean, they do focus on a lot of Manosphere stuff as far as the topics.
But it's a woman's version of red pill, bro.
It don't matter. Look,
and
it doesn't
really
matter.
And a lot of the subscribers that was subscribed to him, they also subscribed to Sister George as well.
Some of them, yeah, a healthy
percentage. It's not in the thousands. It's not in the thousands.
Not all.
It's not even in the thousands. It's not in the thousands.
I think the majority of them.
No, that's false.
But hold on a second now, because Sister George made her money back that first live stream because there was a lot of people super chatting that first live stream.
Yeah, they did.
So she's not making her money from that channel in ad revenue because the channel was not monetized. And that's the other thing. Like if you guys do the research on when it's beneficial to buy a YouTube channel, they said the things that devalue a channel is they said the subscriber base. Hold on. Let me finish. The subscriber base is not really important unless like you got 1 million subscribers. Ramil didn't have no 1 million subscribers. That in and of itself made the channel devaluable. Then the second thing you're supposed to look at is the channel already monetized? Ramil channel wasn't monetized. It wasn't. And she doesn't even know if it's capable of being monetized. Why couldn't he get it monetized?
It was demonetized.
Because of the content. They demonetized.
Say it wasn't active on it. That's why it was demonetized.
D-Rod, do you just told me earlier?
It's chaos. Hold on, brother. You gotta let everybody speak. Hold on. Just slow down.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Those are things that devalue your channel when you're trying to sell it. So now, why would you buy a channel that's looked at as having no value? That was a waste of money. YouTube is free. She would have been better off just starting off from scratch with a brand new channel that didn't have a bad mark in the algorithm. Because that's the other thing too. If the videos that you've been putting out on your channel has been putting out a bad mark in the algorithm,
Right.
you're gonna have to do a lot of work in order to change that bad algorithm. Your videos ain't gonna get monetized fast, even if you get monetization.
But you know, it's interesting, Faith, since you lay this out, maybe you should ask Sister George of that move she made, because no one has really questioned her on the panel why it's a bad move, and ask why she made the attempt. You know, to be fair,
Nobody
honest.
did the research.
Well,
Nobody
the thing about it, caught up. Everybody's caught up in the fact that she bought a blackmail channel. That's what they caught.
Yeah, I
up.
know. and here's the funny thing. And not only a blackmail channel, you said earlier, D-Drop, before everybody started coming up, that you said that it was once monetized, wasn't it? If you just said
it's not monetized now, though.
It was not monetized. So, like I said with Faith, which I agree, that's saying if you're buying a channel and it's not, you can't eat off, possibly monetize it. Because I said earlier, once you demonetize now in YouTube, that you're gonna have to build a new channel. They're not gonna really go back and let you monetize that channel or any channel that they deem demonetized. So it's kind of hard. Now, I remember one time, if you remember that same thing happened to you and Lil Big Nate, when Lil Big Nate was saying some words that could possibly get Teapot's channel demonetized. Remember that? Yeah. He got demonetized already, but this is before they start implementing the change of terms, where they were going to start implementing where they say, when they were going to say what they were going to say, they're going to put commercial on everybody's channel, but they didn't go through that. But one thing they decided to do, and I saw a video of this of a guy that's deal with YouTube, said that if they start putting ad revenue on the channel was once monetized and demonetized, it's hard to even get it back. Most likely you can't get it back. You might have to create a new channel. So
exactly, Chaos. And what they tell you to do is when you looking to buy a channel, you supposed to tell the person that's selling to you, if the channel is not monetized, you're supposed to ask them to apply for monetization before you give them money for that channel. And if that channel cannot get monetization, do not buy it. That's what they tell you.
And you know, and here's funny thing, Faith. You think that somebody that's going to take something that has a bigger channel than, let's say, what she has already, what she's doing, that you want to be able to monetize it, correct?
Correct.
Just we're going through the eyes. But like I said earlier, that once you demonetize, you can't get it back. You got to create a new channel. So to have the audience, you're only going to have it maybe to live stream to possibly people to know that you're present so they can give you super chats. But like I said before, we shall see if people see this channel that once was Ramil and say this is not Ramil, which they're going to probably notice. And if they're loyal, they're going to say, oh no, I'm going to unsubscribe. And we're going to see it drop from wherever it is to 7,000 to maybe under 1,000. You get me?
Now I would see somebody like Cynthia G or O'Shea channel as being valuable because they're monetized. And on top of that, when the person sells you the channel, you get the old videos. So if they're monetized already, I'll look at the monthly ad revenue and I'll know how much I'm going to get per month from them old videos. And I already know I can make more money off videos I put on there because it's monetized. But to buy a channel that is demonetized and don't have that many subs at all and a bad algorithm, that was a bad. The only hoe that won in this situation was Ramil.
Exactly.
So, I agree. Hold on, Chaos. Slow down. So I'm glad you brought that up, Faith, because for me as a businessman, if I was looking to buy a channel, I'm looking at that channel as being passive income. And if I was to consider buying a channel, I would have to see how much. Let's say how much money were the old videos making. Let's say I didn't make any new videos. How many people were going back watching the other videos and how much ad revenue those videos produce? Because my thing is I want that channel to work for me even if I'm not working. If I'm spending money for a channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like and to me, he took all the videos down.
No, he put them all on Patreon. because some of them cannot be
Right.
monetized.
No, but the channel is not on the channel though.
Yeah, but
that's a
right.
lose-lose situation. So now, even if she get it monetized, she can't even make money off the old videos. He was supposed to leave that there.
Well, let me tell you something.
That probably wasn't the agreement. That probably was not the agreement.
Well,
to be honest
that's
with
even
you,
worse.
I probably wouldn't. Hold on, Kels. I probably wouldn't have wanted those old videos because those old videos got the channel demonetized.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, but it's true. But let's be honest. There are certain videos that he probably might have been monetized. But if he took all the videos out,
did you ever watch the Ramil videos?
What?
Those live streams, none of those live streams were monetized worthy. None of them.
Well, if he already takes it down, then yes, it was not monetized worthy. Because anytime he takes a video down, automatically you know it's good. Matter of fact, I will tell you a secret. He got flagged for some of those videos. Did you know that?
Multiple times.
So
and see, even though he took them videos with you, when you buy somebody else's channel, you buy all the problems that channel had, all the flags, all the strikes, everything.
And now that we're having this conversation, because now we're going into the meat of things, it makes me concerned now. That 7K subscribers, regardless if it holds as it is, it's irrelevant because now, like we said, you can't make no money off it. And you're at risk if you do one wrong move, that channel's gone. So actually, him selling for cheap, $450, that ain't shit. Be honest with you. If that's how much he sold it. So I'm not sure if she spent her own money. I heard her husband, talked about this before.
If her husband spent the money, it is her money.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, this is another thing I want to say. Like, I was tripping out on people acting like. I wanted to bring this up, and I was and I wanted to talk about this. Now, when she decided to buy this and be a businesswoman about this, I was tripping out on the amount of men that were alluding to the fact as if she couldn't make this decision on her own without her husband.
Well, her husband told her no twice.
She ain't smart enough to decide to buy a YouTube channel. She had to consult with I mean, it ain't like she was buying a new car, a house. Really, she was
that's what she said she did. So I'm not gonna question that she ain't consult with her husband. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that.
Well, if she did, that was a bad investment.
I mean,
he told her no twice. It's not like he was like, "Oh, go ahead and buy
it." Ain't nothing nowadays.
She wore him down.
It was a monetized channel, right?
No, it's not monetized.
I will say this, Faith, you listening? If Ramil was selling for over a couple $1,000, and she, like I said, she consulted with her husband, and they pay that money, that is a great loss. But anything under that, I don't even look at that. So
but they were saying it in the context as if she could make this decision on her own, like she was incapable of making this decision on her own. That's the issue I had. Come on, now.
So let me get this straight, D-Rat. You don't agree that she consulted with her husband
she didn't have to.
But that's what she did.
She didn't have to consult with him.
That's what she did. Now, if she had to, okay, but that's what she said she did. So I'm not gonna really question it.
But hold on, but they were up there like, oh, tell me Kerwin didn't okay this. How could he do it? I'm like, y'all need to stop. Like, really?
Well, I mean,
come on, man.
Let's be fair. I mean, if you're buying a channel,
you make it seem like you want
you're putting your image out there.
Accountable for this move,
messing with his image as well.
What image?
So let me ask you. So D-Rat, you really want Sister George to be accountable for making this move, correct? You wanted to put it on her husband, correct? That he wanted to buy his.
No. What I'm saying is that there were guys making content that she was basically unable to make a decision about this unless she consulted with her husband about buying a YouTube channel.
Well, shouldn't she post to consult her husband when she's making purchases?
No, you don't have to. I mean, I don't know how everybody do their marriage, but I don't think for a YouTube channel, I don't think that was. I'm gonna say this in my opinion. To buy a YouTube channel, I don't think that's noteworthy of somebody having to say, "What do you I don't think $450 is enough for you to be worth me consulting whether or not you're making a bad purchase that's gonna hurt the bank. That's just me speaking. Now everybody different, but if my wife made a $450 purchase on something, I'm not tripping about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
all
me.
Well, all right. Well, that's all right. Well, that's you. Okay, I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah, that's just me.
That's me.
But
we have different opinions in that, so I'm not really gonna go into that.
What's up, Poetic? What's up, Flacco? What's up, brother?
Yo, wait. So let me ask you a question, right, D? So one, how many subscribers did the channel have? And then two, was it monetized?
7K subscribers the channel has right
now.
So
7K it monetized?
No,
nope.
It's not monetized.
It was demonetized. It was flagged.
Yo, she
and
got okay, cool.
Hold on, Chaos. Let him speak, brother. Cool. Come on, man. Just let him get it out. Good.
Right. Cool. Look, she got scammed, right? And here's why she got scammed. So if you guys go to look, this is free game for anybody, right?
Okay.
If you go to easyviral.com or accs-market.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are legitimate sites who sell you guys pre-packaged monetized accounts, right? And you already, right? You choose, right? From different options. Now, right? You're paying probably like $280, $300, $450, $500, right? Depending on the accounts. So
for monetized channel,
fake accounts, Flacco.
Huh?
Those are fake accounts.
No. You get to choose, right? You get to choose, right, between botted accounts or real subs, right? Mm-hmm. But yo, look, if you're taking over somebody's channel, that's like damn near like the same, like, right? It's the same thing, right? It's like starting from like scratch because yo, their subs not checking for you. Their subs don't know you, right? So like, if his channel was demonetized and she paid $450, to me that's a scam, right? You can get a monetized channel for like $280, $300 easily, right? And it comes instantly, no hassle.
Okay.
So I don't know, but she got scammed.
You all can give me your opinion. What do y'all think about that? Any feedback, Faith, Brother Speak?
Yeah, I agree with him. It's a scam. Like if I was a person that knew that my channel was like, if I got the last strike, I'm on my last strike, and I know my channel about to go. If I say one more thing, and on top of that, I know I can't get monetized no more. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to find some sucker to buy my channel and take it off my hands.
Well, it's real talk. It's real talk. And you know, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. I kind of respect you.
Y'all hard on Sister George.
Hold on. No, we have a woman on the panel, and I kind of respect it because now we have to look at and examine it a little further. You get me? Because I know a lot of you's gotten their feet, well, some have gotten their feelings, but when you think about in the long term, the people that he tried to sell it, they were never gonna buy it because they know they can't make no money off it, period. So I'm not sure why these dudes celebrating this shit, and we're not looking at a deeper picture. If I can't make money off your 7K subscribers, and I'll say I'm one strike away from losing no child, I will never throw not even $450. Hell, you lucky to get $100 out of me for that channel. Okay, if I'm really honest.
Can I ask a question then? How we sure that it was on where he couldn't get, it's gonna be gone anyway? I would think that she would know something like that anyway before she would even buy it. So clearly she didn't think that, otherwise she wouldn't have bought it. It wouldn't have been like you said.
You know why? A lot of them not thinking like that, bro, because they think it's a big win for a lot of women to say, we're in your space, we're putting content, we're getting your sucker subscribers to spend money on us. It's like a big win for the women that's coming into the space that a lot of people that's saying
exactly. I think it was a symbolic thing more so than
there
anything.
you go. Yes.
But see, this is the problem I have with that. There's a lot of women in the space that don't like Sister George and Concrete Road.
Right. That is true.
So I don't know. See, now my thing, I'm just gonna be honest. There's a lot of women that do not like them because of the content that they have and the people. And to me, it really wasn't necessarily them. It was more or less of the people they would put on the panel that would say a lot of stuff that they didn't like, that they allow people to get away with. You know what I'm saying? And that's what actually made their show. Sister George and the Feminine Breakdown wouldn't have grown if they didn't have the people the same 6 or 7 people coming on there saying crazy shit every time they went live. Because
you are 1,000% right, D, because that's exactly what a lot of women are saying. Like nobody has a problem with Sister George or Concrete Rose per se. It's the people that be on the panel, and then they feel as if they don't really be, checking them, like they should be checked.
Right.
Like they let a lot of stuff flat.
Like I've noticed with other content creators, and y'all might know what I'm talking about, how they said that when they open the panel and have these dudes up on their channel, they feel it's not a safe space for a good portion of women that listen to some of these dudes. So, but they but let's be honest.
Man, I got ambushed right now. I got ambushed. Okay.
And you got to understand. Remember, they're there to make the money, and I don't knock the hustle and the capitalism, but if the audience is more male than female, then obviously they're going to cater to the male audience.
There were multiple people that got ambushed. I mean, I like both of them, but
have you been ambushed on that channel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, man, DERELL was there when I got ambushed.
Yeah, we got into a whole beef with certain people. I was on other panels cursing and yelling at people and all kind of shit behind it. This was a year ago.
Well, I'm just thinking, wouldn't that be more of a reason for her to buy? Because they're like you said, their audience in the mingle. So maybe she was looking at it that way.
She was looking at it that way, but right. That's some. But I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna be curious to see. She says she got a lot of content that she's gonna put out. I'm gonna be curious to see what the content look like. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm gonna be curious to see if she can get that channel monetized. Now, if she can get the channel monetized, she got a chance.
Yeah.
No, but like
for you guys though, right?
She did say that.
Are y'all sure that she did? Wait. Are y'all confident that the Negro who sold her that channel, that like he didn't buy subs?
No, nah. He had.
No.
Hold on, Chaos. He was doing 300 to 400 a live stream. He was getting PayPal and Cash Apps. So he was making money. Ramil was making money.
And he sold it for only $450, and he's making money.
They said he made 80 before he got demonetized. 1 year, I think last year he made 82,000.
Okay,
that's damn
and you think that he sold a channel where he was making $82K a year, where he can just reapply for monetization every 30 days?
No, but
you think that he wouldn't have
the content. The content wasn't gonna fly.
Yeah, and if you get flagged so many times, if that happens so many times, you be on your last leg with your channel. They might just go ahead and take the whole thing.
Yeah,
they're gonna remove the channel.
But you're not understanding. Ramil had a lot of vile content. The nigga was saying all kind of shit. That was not
$450 though.
Yeah, that's how he sell it to Sister George. Yeah.
Ramil said a lot of crazy stuff, Flacco.
But like I said, I would say that. I would say this because I think and I'm glad you're here, BMT, because maybe you could probably educate because you've been doing content on a lot of us. I don't know if you want to respond to this.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, BMT? Go ahead, brother.
So the channel got sold for $450. He said what? So I mean, I think the thing about it was crazy because some guys that I'm not going to give out other names. We agreed that we would have put up at least a stack for the channel.
So what happened?
We were never informed. It wasn't for the namesake of. It wasn't for the namesake of to buy it. I don't give a shit to have the channel. I already got multiple channels, but it was for the fact to just keep it amongst the men. You feel me? Like there's just some priorities or principles that, well, y'all guys could do whatever y'all want with the channel. At least you'll still be in the family. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even though nobody's staying in mama's house or granddaddy's house, it's still in the family. But it wasn't done
Where?
like that. It
Yeah.
was just, you know, you gotta understand. And like I said, Ramil is not a man that type of guy with that kind of principle. It's like money first. Everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if y'all
So
was gonna give him $1,000,
Where is he
why would
now
he
though?
sell it for four
no,
hundred
no,
and
no,
fifty
no, no,
dollars?
no, no. It doesn't matter now because, like I said, it was, you know, like when you could wait to see what other bids might come out, but nobody was really notified of it. Nobody was notified about the shit. Even Sly even said that. Different other guys on their channel said, "Yo, we would have gave you the money and just let somebody else take over." Um, you know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not mad because, like I said, it's interesting because the channel is predominantly made for red and black pill men and incels,
Right.
and so having a woman talk, a single mother, no stab at the foot, but a single mother, like everything that George is a contradictory towards Ramil's talking points. So you get what I'm saying? It's like having a KKK member run an AME church. Like, who gonna go to the congregational meeting now? Like, and so I don't know how the hell she's gonna flip it because the dudes are gonna. I'll be very interested because the
Yeah,
guys gonna sit there and listen.
but BMT, she had nothing but red pill Negroes on her channel.
No. See, there's a difference of the guys there, right? I mean, like I said, the guys there, some of Ramil's hardcore fans that donated were his ideology of that type of pump and dump and fuck single mothers and I ain't ever getting married and all that shit. That literally go against the doctrine that he preached. Now, if the guys stay, then hey, then I mean they stay. But you know what I'm saying? That's interesting. You trying to get goddamn Dave Duke trying to run the Oprah Winfrey show. Like, I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work. You know, I mean, shit, it's gonna be an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? She would probably been better off just starting a fresh channel and just, hey guys, all of y'all should come over to my other channel. But because mind you, even if you because you have what 30 days, is it 30 or 90 days for a strike to come off your channel?
Right.
But even then, you still have that like points on your license already taken off. So to me, the channel was already on its last leg. So you cross that line or somebody get on your channel and say something crazy, mind you, the channel's already red flagged. So I don't know what you can honestly do from that because at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you should have just probably just made another channel and go from there. But she said she got vision. Now, some people, I already told you, there's three types of viewers: messy viewers, gossiping viewers, and viewers who just don't give a shit. And so, of course, you saw the people that came in the chat that were celebrating this type of shit. And the other people that came in there just just want to see. And you have some people who did support. I don't know how they're still losing subs drastically, like a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think Ramil had went on Prophet of Thought and said why he did what he did. That was
Right.
his bit.
I saw that.
Right. So he already said what he did. I didn't get to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, he could go start a fresh channel. Say, hey guys, like, listen, I'm over here. So y'all boys, y'all still want to fuck with me. But then again, they're gonna be like, nah, nigga, how can we trust you? Because you already dipped. But if he was like, yo, the whole plan is just to get the bag, fuck that channel. You know what I'm saying? I get what it is. Like people saying Jay-Z sold out. But he's like, nigga, I just moved up to another level. So yeah, I want to, if she wanted to buy that record label, I mean, 450, you know what I'm saying? But this is nothing new because you having a lot and I'm just gonna use this. You have a lot of pick-me's that use the talking points of these guys, and the men get so giddy just to hear a woman say what they can't say. It's like a white person getting happy to hear a black person say what a white person can't say. So it's like the reverse of hearing a pick-me say what a man can't say to a woman or a gay nigga can't say. So you get happy because you can't say it. So you got somebody else that will say it. Now George, she's cool as fuck. The niggas that be getting on her panel, them niggas are weird as fuck. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And you know what I'm saying? It's just they're gonna just come over there and do the same shit. So
So my thing is, if she attract the same people, if particularly she's doing panels, then that's if she get one more strike, that's it.
True. Like this is why, like, okay, like look at your other channel. It has nothing to do with this channel. You understand? So you're in a whole nother algorithm with your therapy channel. You feel me?
Right.
You're not asking the people from this channel to come over there. It is strictly about therapy. Feel me? If they did a news channel that was literally, it had nothing to do with race, it had nothing to do with gender, it was just news, she would be hashtag in the news sector. You understand? This is the difference of why some people, whenever they want to go start or rebrand themselves, they get a new email with the new IPS and they start over anew. She didn't do that. She thought she was going to skip past all that shit. Hell, you probably went better off just buying subs. You could have just bought the damn subs for $420, $450. You could have just bought subs, called that a damn day. That actually would have been easier. But you at least would have had African and Arab people watching you. You could have gone from there. Shit. You would have been better.
Well, you know, that's why they say buyer beware.
Well, BMT, I got to ask you this question, BMT.
Go ahead.
Now, because this is this is another thing, because people are questioning the men who didn't buy the channel. And they saying, so now I'm kind of on the fence about it based on the information that Faith is saying, because I would think that some of these guys probably knew that the channel was on his last legs, and that's probably the reason why they didn't want to buy it.
Well, yeah, like you think about it, like, listen, man, it's like, let's say you have a car that always wins a race, but we know that damn car got left behind and left in Hurricane Katrina and took all kind of water damage. Now, of course, somebody else is like, oh my God, that car, we're gonna polish it up, make it look good on your car lot. But the rest of us already know the car's already fucked up. We're not gonna take the car. And I'm like, no, we better off just getting a stock car and rebuilding. We got the driver, so we can always just go get another car. Like, people get so giddy to just try to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably wouldn't have messed with that. But then again, my principal mindset was keep it in the family regardless. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it wasn't really like put out there. Like, I mean, I'm sub to Ramil, but it wasn't like it was talked about on his channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was talked about on his Patreon. So that means his Patreon followers, they knew,
right?
But they weren't gonna get it. They weren't trying to get it. Hell, I mean, how hard is it for men to take their cigarette money or their goddamn gas money and put that together and have bought the channel? Then y'all really could have had the Ramil panel show or the men's panel show. Y'all really could have it. But we know y'all would have definitely fucked it up then. Because y'all would have said all kind of wild shit then. Definitely.
Like
See,
they do it on other panels.
Well, let me ask you this, BMT, and this goes back to the people he sent the email to. Now, obviously, he sent an email to you, right?
No, actually, I didn't get one. I found out after.
What? Hello? Damn, he dropped off.
No, he's gonna come back.
He found out later.
So my thing is, I want to know about the people he quote unquote sent the email to.
Well,
you know,
my thing is this: since we're having this dialogue, and like I said, we talked earlier before Faith came in, and now we have to really re-examine this. That let's be honest, no person, if they had common sense, which we got to give a lot of these men a little bit more sense, wasn't going to buy a channel that they can't make money off. And to be honest with you, I think this was much better win for a lot of dudes that were smart than bought this channel from Real. Since now we know more of the details, which I don't really think about too much, especially about monetization and the flagging. That said, I will never spend no money on something that could potentially, if one wrong move, it's gone. And really, $450 ain't shit. But I don't want to lose my money on something that I could probably gain better with my little money. You get me?
So Faith, I actually so Faith, you went on another YouTube channel to learn about this information, or you looked at the YouTube Academy or what? Like, how did you?
She researched that.
What I did, I went to YouTube terms of service, and I read what the terms of service was.
Okay.
And then I went to Google AdSense and I read what their terms of service was. And then you know how YouTube have the videos and they have like information on selling and not selling. YouTube doesn't say whether it's legal or not. They really don't. They leave it very vague. But Google, on the other hand, because you have to have a Google email attached to your YouTube account.
Right.
Now,
Correct.
Google says that it is totally against their terms of service for you to swap your email account over. And I do know that you have to do that in order to give anybody ownership of your channel.
Right.
If you
of course,
you sold it,
it's connected.
It's connected.
Have a Google account to have a channel. Yeah.
So the only way that you could get away with swapping over a channel is if you started your channel as a brand.
Correct. You have to water brand.
Okay.
But if you did not start it as a brand, then it is still attached to your email. So if he sold that email to Sister George, he violated Google's term of service, and it is illegal for him to sell her the account.
Now, Keep It Techie brought up something. I don't know, BMT, if you remember, Keep It Techie asked him on Teapot about his social security number, all his other stuff that's tied to it.
Oh wow!
Right? Yeah. You gotta understand. Listen, man. Here's the thing. You understand. Google, a lot of our stuff for our emails, unless he made, like, BMT is not my actual personal email. You understand me? It's the brand email. It's the watermark brand email. You know what I'm saying? Versus if that is actually Ramil, which that's his name, fucking goddamn actual email, then the dude literally just gave his personal email of his stuff to goddamn Sister George, which was immensely retarded. I mean, stupid, because then she now has his personal access, unless he purged his doggone email, and that's extremely hard to do because it's attached. Our emails, whether we know it or not, is attached to a lot of our personal data and information, especially in our cloud. So she actually has access to his cloud. So, yeah. I hope the guy he purged that damn thing good. He should have fired. I don't know how in depth he purged it, but to give out of the seller, I mean, damn it, dude. But I tell you, this could have been done so much differently. Like, it's different when you do a watermark brand email. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you work at a job and they tell you to make a work email, don't use your personal email on the work server. People stupid and they put their personal emails on the work server. So, it's happening.
Wow.
Well,
But like I said, I don't know how they did it. It'll be up to them to go into the intricate details. But I was listening to try to Erica's show to see if they would go into the intricate details, because I had actually looked it up, but they didn't delve that far into it.
Well, I would think you wouldn't have had.
It seemed to me that.
I want to hear brother speak. Go ahead, brother speak.
I don't think he would be dumb enough to put his personal email. If he created the YouTube channel, it's probably with an email he don't really care about. So I'm pretty sure that when he thought about selling it, I'm pretty sure this ain't a email that he even uses. So that's just
I
my
don't
opinion.
know. I don't know.
But at any rate, if Google find out that he swapped his email over to somebody else, he's in violation, and that in and of itself can get the channel terminated.
Right. They can actually terminate. Yeah, they can terminate. Like that's why Google put out a that's what I said, content creators, we get all kinds of emails, and that's why they have it where technically what your channel, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to have you can go into the settings and have it where, and say like you have an editor or somebody else, they can have access to your channel to do stuff, but they're not the actual owner of that email.
Which makes this even more stupid because the Ramil can take control of the channel anytime he feel like it.
That's why what is the thing that police have to go get a warrant for? They have to get a warrant for your email to go look into your information, and literally because that's a representation of you. So hey, like
Wow.
I don't get nigga content no more. This is why I'm like, yo, you could have just started your own shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking at things totally different now that I'm getting all this information, because at first I was kind of like, these guys should have went all out to get the channel, but now I'm like, they probably knew the channel wasn't worth a damn, so they wasn't about to make a bad financial decision.
Exactly. So I'm not sure why a lot of these people saying that this is a win for the women. When you think about the real detail of it, that this could be problematic and could be hurtful in the long term. You get me? If not careful. But like I said, no one knows the details, which they're smart to reveal that on YouTube because they do record this shit. So
here's the thing about it. Okay, it's fair to say, BBN members, do I have permission for some of our stuff? So, okay, so like Faith and DERELL, they're all BBN members. We all have a let's say a house key to the house of the BBN network, right? So anytime we can see the email, we can see the stuff to the BBN, right? We can all we all understand it. That is a shared network channel, right? Just like what's the thing with what's that other group on YouTube where they get on and they do share, like there are some content creators that have shared channels where they share and they come on the channel and they
that Lapeef network.
Right.
Yeah, Lapeef network is kind of like that.
Right. So that to me would made more sense if the women had just did that shit. If the women had just did, we'll go do the women's YouTube Oasis or some stuff. You probably would have had more sense to do that, hashtag stuff towards women than buy a man predominant goddamn pill centric channel, because you can't scrub that channel out off its algorithm. I'm sorry, that thing is cemented in there, and you cannot. Not with all the stuff that's on that channel. Like, even if you were to private the stuff, you were to do that stuff, you don't know. Do you know how hard it is to get a channel out of an algorithm? And you also already know every time the people that come there, they put you in that algorithm. The thing, your talking points and your stuff that you do in just a month can put you in an algorithm. You're better off just having a channel with no algorithm than an algorithm. So I don't know, man.
Because when your channel is fresh, as soon as you put content on that channel, it's going out to everybody, and then it's up to those people to decide whether or not they want to mess with that channel or not. When you initially start, your channel is in everybody's algorithm, so you're right.
Right, and that's the beauty of like the BBN one. That BBN Network is in everything's algorithm. So it doesn't have a set place algorithm because there's different things being mixed into that algorithm. So it really can't, and that's good. That means it's just organically just growing because we're sprinkling water in it, you know what I'm saying, when we put stuff into it, versus when it's just something where we want to talk about these hoes. We want to talk about these hoes. We want to talk about these our black hoes winning or this. When if that's literally predominant of your discussions, then that's where you're gonna be put at. That's where you're gonna be put at. So you're automatically going to already be shadow banned before you even do anything. But that's where your channel's at. Like, just letting y'all know, man. YouTube is now pushing towards being family friendly. They're getting tired of hearing all this other crazy stuff, man. They try to go with a family friendly plan. So I think that channel is more family friendly than all of us.
And you got to understand, with YouTube, they're trying to compete with other bigger brands also. So, you know, obviously to make this move, and it's going to be very hard for them to do this because when most people, when they look at watching any content, this is the only spot for pretty much everything. But besides Hulu, Disney, all stuff that people know what it is about. For you to make that move, they're going to have to purge like 89% of their content. To be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this. She had over 4,200 people watch the first live stream she did. So she sparked curiosity. I don't know if it's gonna continue, but I do know that there were over 600 people that unsubscribed in 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do expect there might be possibly more, but we shall see.
Yeah, it's gonna be more people.
Yeah.
Especially after she was basically gloating over them about buying it, so that didn't help either.
What was she supposed to do?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was to buy that channel, it would be just to gloat. That channel would become a channel that I would just use for my dirty deeds until they just strike it down.
Right. You might use it as a genocidal channel. And some people have that where they have a genocidal troll account. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't care what happens to it. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care. Unless that's what she's gonna use that channel to. See, it's different if she had took over it and covertly like did stuff where, let's say Ramil just somehow stopped talking and just started just releasing videos, but you never knew if Ramil would ever talk again, but you didn't know George ran the channel. That would have been some scary stuff. Yeah. My hypothesis is you're going to have it where more women are going to start playing and making that move, where they're going to start taking over and doing more of the men stuff.
Right.
And yeah, if you think about BT, that possibly could happen, especially if they look very appealing. That's a highly possibility, very high possibility. Because
if she was smart,
give all their money. Hell, they do this with the Avatar. They give, and she started to steam a little bit because what happened last.
Yeah, she not doing the numbers she once was doing.
Yeah, because what she did on another man's channel, that a lot of dudes start pulling back. You get me? So, like I said,
I knew that was gonna happen.
That was gonna happen.
Well, and you got new women around. You got D'Amica Marie, and you got the other chick, Melanie, and you actually can see them. You still haven't seen you only seen the Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gonna have to twerk something.
That ain't happening.
I doubt that. I doubt that. She wants to do it in the dark, so that way once if it does, die down, she can go back what she was doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Get a quick money.
But what I was gonna say that if Sister George was smart, I would have gotten Ramil to stop talking on his channel and just post like videos that don't have his face or his voice for a little while, and then I would have stepped in there because then nobody would know who got it. They would just think, okay, this nigga just doing this now, and he would have his loyal followers would have still been on the channel, and I would have just been making the money from whatever revenue I can make the money from doing that.
A lot of people do that, Faith. A lot of people do that. They buy out stuff like businesses or companies, and you thinking, oh, like you still buy, you know what I'm saying? Like brands or businesses do that where Radio Shack stopped being Radio Shack a long time ago. But somebody bought into it, or companies like cell phone companies or like they'll buy into it. It still will have the name, but it's actually under a new management. So, I mean,
right? He would have had to stop talking, just put out some regular videos, and he would have had to get that joke remonetized before I took that. I wouldn't have took it without no monetization.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. Not that it wasn't monetized. That was big.
Yeah, I mean, would that work though? Because if they want to go there primarily to hear him talk, I mean, wouldn't they just went over to his Patreon?
But let's be honest. How big is Ramil's Patreon? Has anybody examined it?
It's pretty. It's a pretty good size.
Is it over 1,000?
No, but I think the thing about it is, so long as like you getting paid. Let's say if you charging $20 a Patreon, right? They have
what they call this thing, subclass of membership, which
tiers.
most contractors they have. So most Negroes are not gonna pay $20 a Patreon. They'll pay $5.
So if you're paying $20 or something like that, that's not including the donations or the PayPals and what's in the Cash Apps, but they're still coming and listening and actually tuning in and like $20, 5 members from $20 is already $100. And if you have seven, let's say 70 members times 20, that's a pretty nice check. That's a nice check for the month. So, you know what I'm saying? The channel, the Patreon's paying itself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go that hard. So, I mean, ultimately, like I said, unless she got a Patreon, we don't know how deep down a rabbit hole it went. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just find it interesting about it, because he could just go somewhere else. Like, it's like Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. He went down there to play for Florida. He won the Super Bowl down there. His fans, it's like LeBron. LeBron's fans didn't stay with Cleveland. They went with LeBron. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, unless you should have bought the artist.
What if this all turned out to be an elaborate hoax?
Oh shit!
This is why I'm off to the side.
I mean, what could it be? I mean, if you going on, and she literally went on Erica Williams and said all this, why would she make it to be a big host? Wouldn't that hurt her brand to do that?
Not necessarily. I mean, I've known that her, Fantastic, Jessica, they've done a hoax like this before.
You know where everybody thought that Dee Dee was Jessica? Oh Lord, how long did that last?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was weird. I said, y'all smoking something, man.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that was
like, if we find out that was a hoax, and they would come down on Sister Joe.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Now that you think about it, so we know what a lot of people do what it takes to keep them eyeballs. So I gotta give him credit for that. Shit.
Only thing that can hurt him is if niggas find out Ramil was gay. That's the only thing that probably would hurt him. If they found out he was gay. And that literally by then, but I mean, But then again, y'all are. I mean, a lot of the things are
Wait a
well
minute,
received.
isn't he a porn star or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Coco
he used to
Cuties.
porn. He used to porn, yeah.
So
Yeah, he used to do it. I don't think he's doing it now. He used to.
we don't listen.
And
We don't
Ramil
know.
do anything for money. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
fuck that.
He's a
You need to be
hustler,
truthful about
baby.
it.
About the bags.
He's a hustler.
I don't
He-
know.
he-
I'm not.
Gotta get the
Ramil,
bag,
live
man.
your truth. Well, live your truth, Ramil. Live your truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, make your money. Do whatever you got to do to make your money. Like I said, I ain't got no smoke. Like he got his money, so it is what it is. He sold Walmart. He sold goddamn the thing. He didn't sell to y'all.
Actually, he sold a corner store.
Yeah, he sold Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sold that. You know what? The thing about it is, I would rather have a Dollar General. I would rather own Dollar General than before I own a Walmart. Because you'll always find a Dollar General in the goddamn black community. And wherever there's black people,
It's true. True.
They will go there. Like shit, you mean to spend $20 at Dollar General? You're not spending $100. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a dollar store.
They'll buy that cheap shit.
And
That bullshit shit.
break them less than a week. It'll break. But that ultimately, and we'll keep going back. So that's what I'm saying. Like this shit right here.
I wish O'Shea would sell me his channel for $450.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
That's not happening. You're going to come up with 20
now,
to 50K.
If you do that,
I'm going to look at buying some channels. Somebody got a channel for sale. I'm interested.
I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that I did. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. I'm gonna tell y'all myself what I did. I paid Rez the bad guy to ban RBR for $50.
Oh, I remember that.
Yep, and I don't regret that shit. I said, ban this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. And I said,
so is he banned permanently from Red's channel?
Yeah, unless somebody somehow, some nigga want to outbid me, or trying to throw some more money, and I'm gonna just outbid them. I'm gonna just keep.
So it makes me wonder, how much does it cost to ban a guy like that old snitch like RBR?
Easy,
$20?
Money. No,
What's the
you just
$20?
got paid. Like I said,
RBR crazy. I remember he used to spam my email. He used to send those anti-Trump spams and all that anti-Republican stuff, and I'm like, who does this?
Fanatical.
He's still
I'm glad I don't got no emails from that weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was up saying, "Hey, Chaos, you represent the Republican. You represent the." I said, "Man, sit your no good coke smelling ass down, guy taking more white powder than anybody else. Yeah, you can raise your fucking children. Yeah, that's the talking about black people crazy. Man, sit your little retard ass down."
But you gotta get you after a while, you start understanding the powers that be. Again, I don't know why anybody would buy a free. Mind you, we do not own YouTube. We don't own it. See, if somebody would say, Sister George bought a radio channel, a radio show, I would have been like, you know what? That's a pretty damn good investment. That's a radio station. You know, that's a radio show. Like she bought the DERELL radio channel. That's a good investment. You understand me? Like
I don't think that her buying a channel is a bad investment per se, because a channel is digital property, but she bought bad digital property. It's kind of like somebody buying a house that's built on a shaky foundation that got termites.
You know, if you were to say she bought the Erica Williams show, okay, but then again, they're gonna look for you to talk about
$400, but you know.
but see, here's the thing: you have to have knowledge of the thing the previous person was talking about. That's why they were coming. You understand me? Like,
hell, she would have been better off banning my channel.
That's what I'm saying. Like you talk about general stuff that men and women both can talk about, okay? But if you're talking about something Ramil's focus was predominantly towards men. And
Right.
literally, fuck these women, fuck these single mothers. Unless you want to get on there and say, fuck these women, just fuck them and pump and dump them, I don't know who the fuck you going to be preaching to. I don't know who you're going to be talking to. You know,
No.
it's crazy.
And,
That's like me.
and it's not just men; it was certain men that he was focusing on.
Right, that were given bread. So
Now
I heard
I
that the
think
time.
Ramil saw Sister George coming. I'm gonna be honest. I think that he just pulled the final scam.
The same, man.
Well, hey,
Money, man.
he saw a sucker. Yeah, I mean, he took it. Can't-
But here's the thing that's crazy about it. Ramil always used to talk shit about Sister George. He used to talk shit about her. So, I mean, damn, like, you really would want to buy you want to buy into your enemy's camp or at your enemy's table? I don't think I would.
I mean,
You know.
he also did business with Erica Williams, so it's not like him doing business with. But it's
money. Money. I told you, his moniker is money. The times that we've been on the panel, and like, here's the thing about it. The times that me and Dieter have been on the panel. Here we talking about one of our biggest debates was about reparations and principle. Ramil said, "Fuck that shit. We need to focus on money." So you remember that, Dieter? So Ramil don't give a fuck about integrity of black men. Let's stick together. No. Faith can come by and say, listen, if you say fuck black men, I'll give you $200. Ramil's gonna take that $200 and say fuck black men.
well, pretty much before he went out the door, he was kind of saying that because they were talking about the whole thing with the.
Hey man, I'm just
with the hoes of women thing. They were coming at him.
Y'all make those observations, but go ahead.
Well, I'm saying he was kind of saying that anyway because they had that whole thing brouhaha with him and O'Shea because O'Shea is supposedly a stepdaddy, and he felt that they went against the whole thing of the black manosphere. So he was kind of saying that anyway.
I think some people, brother speak, cannot be bought. Some people or some things just cannot be moved by money. You understand me? Like, something like if somebody would have come and say, BMT, I will pay you $300 to kick DERELL off the panel, I wouldn't take the money. DERELL is my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? When women or different people were telling Faith, remember that, Faith, when me and you started doing the Faith in the Morning show, and you put me down as the co-host, and the women wanted Faith to remove me off the channel and have it be a women only thing. Faith was like, "No, I'm not doing that. This is my Some people are not moved by money; they're moved by principles. If you can easily be bought, or that means your message is easily co-opted by another force, and
Correct.
that's right.
Correct.
And there is a big problem. That means anybody can run you, and that's a problem. That's a big problem that we're having amongst black people. Anybody can buy you and silence you.
But you got to understand, BMT. That's always been the dilemma us black people in general. That because we are in a certain position right now as a race, that it's easy for anybody outside to give you little trinkets and you can sell each other out. This has been going on for centuries. You get me? That's not going to change in our lifetime or in the future lifetime. But I'll tell you one thing. And I'll tell you one thing. If a person is swayed in little trinkets to, I guess, be moved to remove somebody easy, you know where they're at. And that's someone that you don't want to trust in the long term. Be fair and honest. But anyway.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm just looking at it that's why I ride hard with these two. Because money cannot motivate our principles. You know what I'm saying? If I can buy you, then I own you. that I can slap you and tell you all kind of messed up stuff. And that's what I'm saying. Like this right here, this just proves why people don't look to these black men on YouTube as no type of authoritative people. Because they said, listen, one of your niggas that banged so hard for y'all about fuck these women literally just sold his shit to a woman rather than y'all men.
Mm-hmm.
So how can y'all talk shit to a woman saying women sell out when your own goddamn man sold out?
You know why? Because a lot of them are too immersed about the opposite sex, and they are conditioned today, and much I'm gonna say personally, that they think it was a woman that caused the fall, everything. So they're not gonna look at someone that's close to them to bite them in the ass, and that is a dangerous thinking. You get me?
If people think, and see, here's the thing about it. If people still running with that ghost story that women are the reason why they sold out on the black man, then ask who sold us on the ships first? Was it the woman or the man? I doubt they were talking to a bunch of women and children at the fucking shore of Africa.
Exactly.
So we play the feminism role, and this is not me. I know somebody gonna clip that sound bite me. I'll just wait for the panel. I'm just gonna say, I wonder who was talking to that white man before we got on that damn boat. But I can promise you, it wasn't no black woman and no baby putting us on that damn boat.
Right.
Somebody had to show that white man how to get to the village. So you gotta start asking the question. We can say, well, the black woman betrayed us.
Yeah, and I've been hearing from a lot of men. Very dangerous.
Show me, I need to know who the one cracking the whip, whipping the black man back. We know the white man was doing it, but we definitely know who else was cracking that whip too.
Niggas.
Yeah.
And they skip that. You know what I'm saying?
Just make sure you tell all of history. Let's just tell all of history. Let's not just keep just one story, her story. Let's keep all the stories. But we got it, Dad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But you gotta understand the reason why it's one-sided, because it's more of a bigger scheme, because it makes money in the long term, for both sides.
So
let's be honest. You think people nowadays really care the actual truth and really looking at history as a whole instead of looking at it as pieces? That's why I don't have conversation with people when I tell them they're well read. If you're reading these books like Daughter of the Trade or any books, you always take in mind when I look at the first chapter, it talks about these same group of men that are able to let certain group of men come in. I'm saying because they were doing trade. That's not all about the woman. You get me? You still have to go in front of a man for certain things. Just like women get certain things from a man, a sister. So I'm not sure where these guys get this logic from.
No, I hear you with that.
That's pretty much it. It's emotional.
But only thing I'm asking is this, man. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, it is what it is. But you got to start asking the main question. Like, hey, like at this point, shit. I mean, damn. Like, I can't get mad. Like, you remember that time where the women, all them women ran to be judges, and the goddamn and the black men were like, why ain't no black men
in Harris County?
Right.
You mean in Georgia?
Georgia
it happened to Georgia and it happened to Texas. Texas had it where they had 19 black women judges, and in Harris County, Georgia, it was all the women ran for the position to like I think they ran their own circuit court. Now I remember that because everybody was mad at the women. Like, how dare y'all go for it? Y'all need to get that position to the black man. Well, I'm like, well, damn, was it only a gender-only exclusive type of position for that? Like, it's not like you can't do that. It's not like you can't do that. I literally was on a panel. I ain't gonna say the guy's name. Where a woman got on there, and she said she just got her CDL.
Okay.
And the men got mad, but they're like, well, if you're the real woman, your ass will be at home raising the goddamn children. She's like, well, why can't I drive a truck? I can drive a truck and be at home. You need to be at home, and you need to let the man drive the truck.
Okay.
I'm like, God, pick a fucking struggle. Pick a struggle.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of dudes, like, I hear this constantly talking about they want the illusion of this 1950 thing. I've been hearing swirling around, but they forgot said women worked. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what part of history black people, man and woman, did not work. You get me? And it was not like by the bunches, regardless before after integration. So I'm not sure why now say you want to go back to something that was not really reality. I remember I read a PDF about this, and I can't find a PDF, but it talked about that, that Black Panther, that type of Black Power movement during the late 60s and 70s. And I think a woman wrote this, and she wrote in detail, because back in the time, 50 years ago, that said women in this country, black people, always worked. It was not one point that the woman could have stayed home and then man did everything. That's not really truthful in mass. Hell, even some people today in this country, 7% of women, they have to work. So I'm not sure when that it was like 20 or 30% or whatever percent it was that people stayed home and took care of kids in mass. That's not possible. That's not logical.
And it especially wasn't the case for black women back then. We always had a job.
You always worked. You get me? So
y'all got to stay home.
And here's the thing: the ones that didn't work, it was a leisure. For majority of black people back then, didn't really have like that. You get me?
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, my mom, my aunt, my great aunt, all of them worked back in those days.
I have a question. Has the women that have been speaking up against the women, have they changed the atmosphere for men to get women?
Well, that's a good question.
Oh, that's an excellent question. I gotta ask women that.
I mean, maybe y'all could tell me. Have these women, since they're showing up and can't, let me. I don't know what's going on. I've been out.
You mean the woman that is like pandering to the message that you asked?
Are these women? Are they getting you in line phase? Are you learning to be obedient to a man now? Have you learned to submit and come back home?
But Faith is.
Well, that answers the question.
We're still working on it. We're still working on it.
Yeah, silly, man.
We're still working on it.
Yeah, man. We know that's not happening. That's gone out the window.
No, DERELL no, I'm just asking y'all seriously. Now that y'all have women that are speaking on y'all behalf, has the dynamic for women, now that, I guess your Kevin Samuels wave and all these women speaking, has the dynamic for women, are they like, you know what, maybe we need to start listening, behaving, becoming obedient, cooking and cleaning, learn how to lay on our back and serve our men? Have y'all learned to start coming back in line? And why not? Maybe y'all can tell me. I just want to know.
Well,
what I'm seeing is there are a lot of women that's teaching other women to be fake submissive so that they can run these guys' pockets.
The fake
I'm gonna say this as a professional. You cannot teach a woman how to be feminine.
Fake it.
That's an internal thing that's natural, that goes off when she feel like it.
Right.
You cannot teach somebody. You can teach certain things, how you can teach etiquette. You can teach how to respond to things, but you can't teach femininity to any woman. You can't. And the thing about it is, every woman is feminine. They have their own feminine nature, and it comes off different. Every woman does not show femininity the same. It's not a one size fits all thing.
Thank you.
So this whole thing about these courses, and look, I ain't trying to take nobody bag, but I just be sitting here, man. You got people paying $1,000 for courses, $8.99 for this and that, and $200.
Like April Mason.
You know, they getting scammed.
Hey,
Yeah,
why
pretty much like
you think they changed their marketing strategy after 10 years? You get it, Faith? Like Miss Mason, and say, okay, you've been teaching this for a decade now, and women either unrealistic. Okay, now you're trying
because they're waking up, Chaos. There's a lot of people that's figuring out that some of these women that's spending all this money on these courses, they're looking at it and they're like, hey, I'm still no better than what I was a decade ago. I'm still single.
Yeah.
You're not taking the course seriously, Dave. You're not taking your course seriously. If you applied yourself, you probably will learn how to be submissive. Okay, just tell the truth. You're not being. I don't think these people are taking their courses seriously.
And you're right. You're right. The BMT. Cause most people when they buy a course, they hoping that it's a get quick fix. So they'll spend the money but won't do the work, which I find a lot of Black people, men and women, on the average.
But like DERELL said, what worked for one person ain't gonna work for everybody. And a lot of them courses is like what they call cookie cutter courses.
Yeah, cookie cutters is like, and another thing is when you taking a course, how can I put this? There has to be things that you have to individualize for yourself. And I think that again, a lot of these people that are not, they don't have a background in which they accumulated this information. They just decided they're going to think of some stuff and they organize it in a way to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? And people buy it. And see what they're really selling, like those femininity courses or what the stuff Kevin Samuel got, the what is it, image consultant courses and all that.
It's not a course. It's not a course. It's actually a consultation.
Same thing. They selling themselves. They selling access to them, not necessarily something that's going to help them long term. People are buying those courses to have access to them. They're not learning anything.
Correct.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, because that tons, like, I guarantee you right now, I could do a course right now, and nobody will buy it because I'm not a popular YouTuber. You know, and I probably would come up to a course that actually would work, but that doesn't matter. I'm the therapist nobody like to listen to, so I'm not likable, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you're not likable now, but if you remark yourself, you'll be likable now. You said best. I'm your red pill therapist. I'm here to help you with your unknown red pill rage you're experiencing, brother. Come pay for my course. Get your consultation. I have to correct your frustration, this so-called unkept anger you have.
But you know what, guys? You never hear these testimonials. Where are all these testimonials that this stuff worked?
Well, they go do like Kevin Samuels and pay somebody to lie.
Oh, stop, Faith.
You're not gonna bash Kevin Samuels.
Faith, are you serious? Who did that, Faith?
You know Kevin Samuels be paying them girls like he even said himself. He said, I use women for my own gain to move forward. He said that. So why wouldn't he not pay these women for testimony?
Right. Come on. Kevin Samuels wouldn't do that. Come on. How dare you assassinate his character?
I look at any marketer, to be fair, honest, they'll pay anybody for testimony, regardless if they do it in their kind heart. Because let's be honest, having people with testimonies, written or verbal or videos, is consent enough for people to say, maybe I should try this course myself. But like I said, it's like a hustle, because we live in a capitalist world and people find ways to really get that bag. And in the rules of capitalism, I need your bag, so you better protect yours, or I'm gonna get your bag by any means.
Well, have anybody ever bought one of those web pages from an LLC? I don't know if anybody got the LLC, and they sell like that little web page with the LLC package.
No, I never did that. I
You
mean,
mean for business?
I know you're
Yeah, for
talking about.
business.
I know you're
Because
talking
I
about.
just got
I never
mine.
heard of that. I never heard of it.
I
Yeah,
just got mine. But when
yeah,
you
this
get the
other way, it's
LLC
like you
package, they sell you the web page. And I'm gonna tell you, when I got that web page, the web page came with testimonials for my business that I
to
had
make
not
it.
started yet.
are you
Yeah.
serious?
No,
Yes.
that's,
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
it's to sell the image. Like I remember that, but like when I first got when we started JR, I ain't gonna say the whole company name. God, I don't need y'all calling my company again. But what happened was I was like, damn, wait, we got 30 comments. Nigga, we didn't even start working yet. Oh man, this company's great. This and that. They answered all my demands. I'm like, nigga, we don't have a delivery service. What are they talking about delivery from? I'm like, oh,
It's actually free advertisement. If you think about it,
It's fake.
It's fake advertising. Just like we found out Kevin Samuel's business was fake. And it wasn't even a real brick and mortar. It was a goddamn UPS address. So, you know, but it was cheaper. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all thought he was selling actual cologne. Niggas in a whole department store at the mall. People thought he was selling cologne. That's the stuff you get from what's those people that walk around and sell cologne and makeup and stuff, those consultants that sell cologne and stuff. That was his job. Every time you find out something about this dude that ain't real, just like I thought he bought a car, he rented a car. You can rent foreign cars. I don't know why people don't know that you can rent foreign cars.
Yeah, that great Ferrari he had.
Yeah, that's
in that YouTube short.
Yeah. Or what's the other time y'all thought that woman that he was taking a picture with, show your work, kind of found out that was another man's wife. That when the man found out, oh no, the woman corrected him. Hey, hold up, bro. You trying to get me in trouble with my man. Don't be doing that. So come on now. Only picture that he has only two pictures he has in the dress is the possible nigga in the bed. And no, and that is actually an LGBT friendly bar. We've already confirmed that. I know where that bar is at.
Oh
So,
Lord. Now I want to know why he didn't go to the Manosphere meetup.
Yeah,
40 minutes.
He lived there.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all could have gone with him to his bar and have a good time and get drinks and shit and have a good time with, you know. Bar y'all gonna go.
I didn't understand that at all.
I don't go to places that advocate men and men engage in poker activity.
All I'm saying.
What's up, Mahogany?
I don't sleep, Mahogany. You know I'm a robot. All I'm saying is this. That is finding very interesting. The man only stays 30 to 45 minutes down the road. But he didn't show up. But the way y'all be selling them dreams, boy. But that would mean that a lot of them fans would find out that somebody's not who they say they are.
Oh, and I'm gonna let this be known. They better have it together when they come to Houston, because I'm going to that Manosphere. I'm coming and I'm doing exclusive content myself. Ain't gonna be that bullshit that they show.
Bro.
I'm letting y'all know. I'm letting it be known,
brother. You're good luck to that if you're able to go there, man.
You're not allowed to bring
I'm going.
You're not allowed to bring a camera in there, DERELL. You're not allowed.
Watch. I can have my phone. Trust me, I'm gonna have some content.
DERELL,
they gonna have the bodyguards out there waiting on you.
Hey, but that's gonna be the content. That's gonna be the content. Big. Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. They messed up. They should have never came here because I'm gonna be here from start to finish. I'm gonna have my content outside. I'm gonna be news reporting. Whatever, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna report this. I'm going to report everything that happened. Not this. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, That guy arrested another scam. That guy lied and said he spent $30,000 on that Manosphere meetup. I'm sorry. That was not $30,000. I don't know what I don't know what he claimed he did, but no, that was not $30,000. What's up, Mahogany?
Hey, I had to come. I've been hoping you would go live. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, all the family.
What's up, cutie?
Chaos, Faith, BMT. I'm getting dressed and ready. Faith, well, I sent you a message, Faith. If you're not busy,
You sent me a message. Hold on a
yes,
second.
you did.
Girl, I be getting so many dang on messages. Hold on.
It's okay. Look through it and you let me know. I'll type it in the back, but I'm having a show. I would love for you to come. But DERELL, okay. So I saw your video. Can I just talk freely?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so this is the thing. You know that I like you and I like Little Big Nate, but I also know that you guys have your own dislike of each other because of what happened on Teapot Show. So I already knew that it was coming.
Right.
I knew it was coming. However, you're not going to like this, but I got to be 100% honest with you. There's a reason that I have a respect for you guys in particular, you, him, and BMT.
Right.
You guys, and don't interrupt, but you guys might actually have more in common than you think. For instance, I'm gonna name several things that you guys have in common that you might not realize why Mahogany likes you all so much. Listen. Okay, so BMT, yourself, and Little Big Nate are great fathers. Little Big Nate actually was a single father for many years. That's number one. That's my favorite thing about you guys. You both also share not only pictures and stuff about your family, that like he shares, just like BMT does about he's always bragging on his kids and his family life. So do you. You're always bragging about being married. You're proud of that.
Right.
So that's something that I love about you all. And with Faith, he has in common that he's conservative. I don't know if you guys are, but he has that in common with her.
Faith, y'all have stuff in common.
No. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just name a few other things.
Go ahead.
Another thing is you guys are just very, very strong-willed and strong-minded, and you're go-getters, you're trendsetters. All of you are trendsetters, and so is he. So I know you guys don't want to, I know you don't get along, but it was hard. I didn't come into anybody when he talked about you. I don't know if you remember this. I was not in that chat when you talked about him. I was not in your chat. I listened from the clouds, but I stayed out of it because this is the thing. People have their own gripes with each other, so I just didn't interfere.
Right.
So what do you think?
I really don't know who Little Big Nate is. The first time I ever heard about him was when DERELL was roasting him, and I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. Well, they've roasted that because he roasted DERELL too. So all's fair in love and war, they I don't know why these two men can't get along, but because if they would have actually be able to hold their and you're both prideful, which you should be. He's educated, you're educated. I think you guys have more in common than you think. But that's
Mahogany, you are just such a little peacemaker.
Faith, Faith, do you want to? Faith,
I'm not saying Mahogany
is a real
I agree. Mahogany, I agree with you. We probably do have a lot in common, but the bottom line is, in that debate on Teapot, I had to get him back for that. Like all that shit he said and the stuff that he did, he was totally out of character. Like he was talking about my mama this and that and you this and you that and you look like that and you said you talking all of this. I'm sorry, I had to get him back. Like I know that's your boy and everything, but he was that debate. Really, I really ain't have a problem with Lil Big Nate until after that debate. That debate that we had, that's when I was like, I could never debate him again. I mean, he means well, but he has something is wrong with Lil Big Nate. Lil Big Nate takes this too serious. Lil Big Nate loses his temper. And when nobody agrees with him and stuff, and so I had to let Lil Big Nate have it. I mean, you know, whatever he tended to do afterwards, but I had to get him back for that.
No, I understand, and just like where listen, I get it, especially with Obsidian talking about dress size and all that. A lot of people, I totally get it. That's why I stayed out of that point. I just wanted people to really understand that they were trendsetters and trying to do something for the space that ultimately I think we all really wanted to see. We all wanted to see Black people try and do something in this space for a positive reason. So
right.
That's all I want. Now I can't stay up here and listen to y'all talk bad about Nate. So I'm a go back to the couch.
No, hold on. But let me say, I'm not going to say anything bad about Lil Nate. I mean, I did what I had to do in respect to that. I mean, really.
No, we were just talking about the Sister George purchase of Ramil's channel.
That's actually the topic. But
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Now that is one person that's supposed to be the Manosphere that I've never that I know of. I don't know much about the brother. I just know he's a porn star and he's very rude and disrespectful to women, pump and dump. I've never liked that. As a matter of fact, when he had that thing on Teapot about pump and dump, I was one of the ones that challenged him. Actually, I didn't come on camera, but I called in and I was like, "This is ridiculous. How is this going to help anybody? This is what the Black community already been doing, and it's got us in pure chaos because that's what people are doing. They're not taking care of their responsibility. They're pumping and dumping." Like I can't even believe I saw that little cheesy video of him dancing, and I don't even know what to call.
I ain't never seen so. He's supposed to be young, and he that stiff.
Oh my God, honey! Oh Jesus!
Well, y'all saw Ramil dancing?
Yeah, that video, girl. Talk about pumping.
Where is this video?
You want me to play it? Hold on. Wait a minute.
These hoes. I said, what the hell?
He pumping, dumping these hoes. Pumping, dumping these bitches and hoes. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Man's busting pure nuts in them, man, and leaving them.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me show y'all. They was laughing earlier today in the show when I played it. Hold on.
For educational purposes only.
Yeah, it's for educational purposes only. Hold on. Let me let y'all listen to this.
Hey, yo, man, what you doing over there?
Hey, you know me, man. Just sitting on the couch.
Look at this.
Now I'm on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you ain't saying nothing before the word. I gotta go, bitch. Oh shit.
This Ramil. It ain't had no women in the video at all.
Damn right. Goddamn it, fuck this shit. Pump
up these hoes out.
Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Look at the dance.
I mean, the dance gotta be better. That's got a good look, my nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. That dance is good.
What kind of dancing is that?
You know, it remind me of Beat Beat. Yeah, I got to dance with Beat.
You know how the shit goes. Pump it up.
That dance.
What is this, man? Look at
that. You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches.
Ramil kept the same pants on and changed his shirt.
Pump and dumping these hoes.
Yeah, you're right.
Georgia, man.
Who was going on that one?
Hit the bitch once, don't call her back. Hit the bitch once, now falling back.
God damn.
I ain't trying to tell her that the hell was back.
That was easy.
I ain't really trying to go
women from the porno movie.
I'm an OG, don't fall for the trap. Talk me back and get dropped. Raise the voice, the bitch block. Think you the only baddie out here that shooting shots. Bitch, stop.
Now watch the chick twerking. The chick they gonna be twerking on the bed. Watch this.
Inside you, see back to your man. Hoes say that I'm toxic. No, bitch, these niggas lost it. Lame niggas gassing up your head. I don't like dicks, you get dick instead. Got hair while
look at him.
Wow.
That's right. We're about one.
Oh my God.
Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping.
Palmer got some lyrics, man.
You know how that shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping these hoes. Pump and dumping these bitches. You know how that shit
Man, look at the dance. Who idea was that?
Pump and dumping these hoes. I don't give a fuck about nan, bitch. These simps are the one you control. Simping forces, son husbands, blue pill and sideline haters. You wanna talk, I'll see you later. I don't wear a case so I can save ya or date ya. So what's going on? I'm coming to your home looking for some dome. You don't get down like that with the fuck you rat, then trip, bitch, I'm staying home. But here's the kicker, she wanna ask for dough like I'm one of them niggas. I ain't got shit. Walmart's always hiring hoes, so you better find your ass some business. I ain't got time for that fuckery. I don't play games, I stay sucker free. I'm Mr. Palmer, better recognize me. I know you get down, you belong to the streets. Stop playing games, how to sell it, man. Saying your body count is irrelevant. Man, you were just an embarrassment. Another pump and dump, baby mama Terry. Pump and dump.
I want to know who he pumping and dumping. Like, really?
Yeah.
What women are letting him pump and dump? Please let me know.
Pump and dumping these hoes.
From the way they dancing, they ain't pumping no.
Pump and dumping these bitches.
I don't know about that, man.
Pump and dumping
That's
these
hoes.
You know how the shit goes. Pump and dumping these bitches.
Faith, you saying they stroke weak?
Hell yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. They got a weak stroke.
Can I say? I want to say this. I was thinking the same thing. He ain't fucking nobody because he is too damn stiff. And BMT, correct me if I'm wrong, because you from the dirty. First of all, they could have gave me a little change and I could do a better twerk than that. And second of all, yeah, because I'm from the hood, real talk. People don't realize that, but I'm actually from the hood and we freaking do music videos all the time. I've seen it, block parties, and you see everybody out there dancing with the rap guys in the videos. They should have took some tips from us, honey, because that video is so... Let me stop.
Yeah, no women in the video.
Child.
How you gonna talk about pumping, dumping? Women ain't got no women in there.
Hey, probably one were asking for too much to be in this video, so they say fuck you.
Nah, nigga. He ain't spend but $120 on those porno women, those porn stars. So shit, if he couldn't spend but $120, he could have got that for the video. No.
But did y'all notice? And then I'm gonna be quiet. But did y'all notice one of the women, he had the face blocked? So that means he probably didn't pay her shit. You couldn't afford to pay a woman to come up there and show their face. That's a damn shame. Y'all, listen. I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be in the class because I gotta get ready. What happened to BMT?
Yeah, they both. Everybody left. Okay, no problem. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, actually, I mean, until they come back, I mean, I guess did you want to about that situation? Yeah, I think Ramil really screwed his fan base.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because that's not those particular men, even though I don't agree with it, they're there to hear his pump and dump message, and they're not gonna get that no more.
Wow.
Am I lying?
No.
Right.
I got correct Mahogany Roots. They go and still get the message. You got to pay $5-10 subscription on Patreon.
Oh, so he's still going to keep his Patreon.
Because he know on YouTube, I mean, he stopped making his money off people that support him. That's what we have.
But I would not support if I found out that somebody, because the messages are so different, you know what I'm saying? And that he sold his channel, I would no longer be a supporter of his. But like I said, I was never a supporter of him in the first place. I'm gonna be quite frank. That's one. There's a few of them, but that's one of them that I'm
sorry, but that pump and dump shit was dumb. Okay, Faith had to go. She had to get up in a few hours.
Young hoes.
Okay,
for coming in.
Peace.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
gone? Oh, damn, she gone.
But yeah, that pump and dump is dumb. That was some of the dumbest. Like people pay to listen to anything on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, it make no sense at all.
Everybody remember Beavis and Butthead, the dance?
Yeah.
The two of them, where one doing like the punch and the other one was doing like the hump, and yeah.
That's what they remind you of, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Go back to some of the old episodes. You know what I'm saying?
I hadn't watched that in years.
I remember that. They were
and they tried to rebrand it and brought back 10 years ago, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I seen I mean, I know you go on have you been on Big Nate's channel?
I have, but I mostly in the chat, but I haven't been on the panel since anything happened, since everything happened.
Now what I can say is this, as far as what they were trying to do, I do commend them on it. I mean, I know I made fun of him and all the other different stuff, but you know, that was all cap. But my thing is that the person that I really got the issue with is Theo, because I don't see what he invested. I mean, I know Big Nate organized certain things, but I'm sorry, to say he spent $30,000 on that, I'm sorry, that was not 30 grand worth of work. I don't know.
I think it could very well be, but I'm not a pocket watcher. I don't like to, they did this, they did that.
It didn't have like the presentation looked very weak. I mean, I know that now the hotel was the area and everything was nice, but unless he spent the money on the speak, the only thing I can see of him, he spent the money on Obsidian and whoever was speaking that's to show up.
Yeah, I've been over there, and they've talked about it. And that's the thing; it's just speculation. But I could have sworn I heard that he did help provide a lot of that stuff. And so when you add all that up and all those people, and then even helping people get there, like that's a lot of money.
Helping people get there.
Yeah, I think he helped, and I'm not speculating on it was Obsidian or whoever, but he helped a lot of people that could not get there. He helped them get there, like financially. So, I said, yeah,
they spent money on transportation.
I believe he helped people get there from just the talk that I've heard. So that's why I have nothing to say about that. Especially when
Well,
so
I hope when they release, they let me, because I heard they were vetting people to get to go. I don't know if they're gonna allow me to go, but I'm gonna put my hand in this one since it's gonna be in Houston. So I'm gonna try to make it to the one in Houston. Hopefully they'll approve me and let me come.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I wish you guys could just, because I like I said, I think you guys would surprisingly.
No, you want peace, Mahogany. You don't want war, but that's what men are, man. They're more war.
I don't think those two would have war. That's the weird thing about it. They have more
blood,
in common.
Blood has to spill, Mahogany.
I mean, I said, I ain't really have any heat.
I don't mind war.
I really didn't have no heat for Little Big Nate until after that debate. Really, if that debate would have never happened, me and Little Big Nate really never had no issues.
Yeah, like it's almost reminds me. And then I'll hop down. Like there was a time when Jessica asked if she was on a panel or in the chat. Like it just aggravated me so much because we're just different people. Mm-hmm. But then when I actually finally got the time to actually talk to her, I still don't agree with a lot of stuff she say, but she's not
as bad
as I thought. You know what I mean? I thought she was just up here spewing. I think honestly with her, it's just just kind of a disconnect with her never having been to the United States. And that's what I keep on telling her. Like, you should not be talking about Black women from the United States because you don't know this culture. You don't know nothing about us.
Yeah. But she's saying, that's what the men said. That's what the men said.
Right.
I'm like, really?
And then I tried to tell her one time, it's the perspective of men online, not the perspective of people in real life. You got to realize the difference. We all not out here fighting each other. Child, we fucking. That's why we got children.
You understand? That is facts.
Yes, boo. Well, let me let you men have it. I'm gonna do some things around here.
Appreciate you for coming in, Queen.
I appreciate you. Bye, Chaos.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.
All right,
Well,
Chaos. I'm about to wrap
that
this
should be
baby
it.
up, man.
That should be it. That should be it because we've been out here enough times, man. Like I said, I don't like war to a degree, but like always, if a man wants to go war with another man, I put my hands up and say, "May the better man win."
Man,
I still respect Little Big Nate regardless.
Big Nate
he
lost the war.
did
That nigga lost the war all his life.
Listen,
Look at the way he look.
listen. He established that meetup that most of these cats they've always been talking about, but him and Theo did it, so I can't knock about it, and you're not gonna have no negativity from me from that end. You know what I'm saying? So I expect some interesting things with him and other content creators in 2022. So like I said, men are gonna have to do what's necessary. But that's all I'm gonna say. Good night, everybody. And
all right, peace. All right, guys, I'm out of here. DERELL, the Rebirth, Sector TV. Have a good night.